For once? Yeah. Welcome back to the Extra Gravy. I'm Marlon.
Oh, I'm Norm.
Alicia.
Yeah, Alicia's in the house.
Alicia is back in the house.
And
I am.
And
she's showing us the stomach.
All 3.5 of us are here today.
4.5.
Well,
6.5.
6.5, I guess. My bad. Well, that's more of a quarter.
Is it a quarter?
Is it almost? Actually, no. You got two.
She passed halfway.
It's past half. Okay.
Yeah.
Got 16 weeks
3
to go.
quarters.
Half a
16.
person.
That's 3 months.
16 weeks.
16.
Wow.
No, that's 4 months.
Does time feel like it's flying or dragging?
3.5, I guess. No, it's been going pretty quick when you think about it, like the whole year and stuff like that. So, time's definitely been flying the last couple of months as well. Cause shit, we're about to be in November. Like,
yeah.
Well, you're doing a lot of stuff just out. Like, it's not like you're just at home pregnant.
I wish I was. I'm tired.
I can imagine.
If I'm not outside, I haven't done. I mean, I guess.
No, you be out. Eating. You be out. You ain't that tired.
I am tired.
You'll be out eating, shopping, all type of things.
That was once, and let me tell you how I'm hurting still.
For that one venture.
Yes, this weekend was the most that I've gone out in like forever.
Maybe that's why I thought you've been going out.
I was dragged out every single day, but it wasn't anything crazy. Like Friday went to like a listening party and went to eat, and then Saturday just went to somebody's house, and then Sunday I went to brunch, and then my friend was like, "Oh, I'm going to the mall." I'm like, "All right, I'll come." Worst decision I've ever made. Not because
Sunday?
I spent so much money, but because like I was so sore. Like
Your feet,
I
them
got
are bun you.
home and I was like, let me just lay here forever.
Yeah.
And to this day, my back still hurts and
Damn.
I'm just tired.
Dude, you're walking with an extra 20, 30 pounds on your body.
And then I had like these heavy ass bags
Yep.
because I wanted to go and buy shit.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
You are nuts.
That's where you're supposed to go with your with Goldie Cox so he could hold all the
Yeah,
shit.
Goldie Cox
I
got all
know.
the bags, man.
You would never go shopping with me.
Actually, you guys don't go shopping together?
No.
Why? Do you take long?
man.
Are you one of those people?
I don't, because I don't really go shopping in the mall, really.
Yeah,
either,
exactly.
You know? So
Amazon,
it's not
hello.
like that, but he just doesn't like it. So I think maybe last month we went to Yorkdale to go to the Bay and look at strollers and stuff like that. And he was just
dying.
so over it. He was just like, "Are we done yet? Are we done yet?"
I'm definitely an in and out type of person. Like I just like being home. It's not
Yeah.
even necessarily the mall or anywhere I go. My goal is to get home as soon as possible.
For real.
That's
So
real.
it's like when I go to the mall and stuff, I move fairly quickly, and I don't know if I'm lucky or what, but I find what I'm looking for like this.
Yeah.
My girl will search 20 stores and legit will not find what she said she was looking for. And I'm there, so I'm not. It's not like I'm not seeing it, but I'm just like, Jesus Christ,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy.
I don't know. I don't really like going to the malls at all, especially like now. Maybe before the pandemic, if I got bored, I would go to Marshalls and stuff like that and just like walk
Yeah.
around Marshalls.
Now it seems so
I'm
inconvenient.
just like, I
Yeah.
don't really need to be here. I hate the lines. Like,
I'm not trying to dress like everyone else, and everybody else is gonna. If I see something nice in Zara, I'm gonna see 20 next niggas in it somewhere. You know what I
just
mean?
order everything online.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, the best bet is just to call in, see if what you want is actually there so you can go in, cop it, peace out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't ever go in unless I know what I want is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a huge
Is
ass
that an ant?
It's a huge ass ant just trying to live its life.
I try to get it.
Yo, the ants are cool, man.
Oh my
what?
God.
But not when it's on the thing.
I mean, it could be cool on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely sore feet are going to happen. Lower back pain going to happen. What are some things you haven't expected? Like I know one of my friends just had a clogged nipple.
Well, I'm
Shameless
not
Maya.
I'm not breastfeeding.
I
yet,
know
so
that.
I don't
I'm
have
just
to-
saying she didn't know.
I don't
that.
have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I get
You're
to
not
see her
lactating
videos,
yet?
and then I see. I looked, and I opened up the comments, and I seen something like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have told you to use this," and I'm like, screenshot.
Yo,
like,
Oh,
she
man.
Now I
said that
gotta
in the
prep-
caption.
Yeah.
She was like, "Y'all didn't tell me about clogged milk ducts."
Yeah, one
How
girl.
could you not warn me about this? She had to like look up. There's a whole bunch of lists of different things. that she had to find, and then there's like techniques and
I guess
things like hanging boobs.
I mean, whenever I see like a clogged like spray paint hole or something, I'll take a needle and try to poke the hole to like clear it out. But you can't do that with a nipple. You can't just poke hole.
Just numb the nipple, then do it.
I'm just saying, but like you're gonna take a needle and start like picking at your nipple to clear out the hole.
You gotta be organic. You gotta be nature conscious. You gotta use a paper straw.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and then straw it out and just suck it out yourself.
Yep, we're good.
And suck it out.
What? So what? You gotta massage it? Is it like
I have
getting?
no clue. I've never
She ain't
taken breastfeeding classes yet.
I just imagine it just being dried milk on.
You could take
classes?
You could take like little classes that will teach you how to properly breastfeed and stuff like that. There's classes for everything.
I thought the baby just be at it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You ever see a baby like? Who said it? It was Kevin Gates. He said the reason why he decided to lose weight is when he was holding his buddy's baby and the baby tried to suck on his nipple.
Titties,
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. My mama's titties were self-serve.
You know what I mean? Once you feel that, like you ever take your finger, like you can take a finger or your knuckle and just put it to a little newborn's face,
and they'll try to
suck
on
anything pointy.
Yeah,
with skin.
Anything skinny and pointy. Yeah, for
honestly,
sure.
like I haven't gone through that. Like the first trimester was horrible because I was just throwing up all the time.
Oh, man.
But there hasn't been anything that I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is the worst experience.
I'll never do this again.
Yeah, like I'm
probably not gonna do it anyways, but
I'm just uncomfortable sometimes, you know? Like last night I stayed up, I went to bed and then I sat in bed for hours because I couldn't sleep. And like Goldie Cox wakes up and was like, you okay? And I'm like, my back hurts. Like,
yo, it must be the worst. Are you a stomach sleeper?
Well,
usually when you're not pregnant.
I'm like more of a back sleeper, but you can't sleep on your back.
Yeah, sleep on your side.
You a vampire?
So you have to like now you have to sleep on your side, like your left side or your right side.
No, but you're supposed to do that regardless.
I can't.
I know, but everybody is
time.
literally technically you're supposed to sleep on your side.
Yeah.
Technically, I think it's the left side, to be honest.
Yes.
But people who sleep on their back and people who sleep on their stomach, you're supposed to have some sort of health complications that eventually arise from that. But I don't know what they are. I'm a stomach sleeper.
Yeah, I will sleep like
2 arms.
Maybe depends on like how I'm really feeling, but it's not like I don't really miss sleeping on my stomach because I rarely ever did it. It's mainly my back because my sides start hurting, you know, and so I'm like always like flip flopping back and forth. My arms be falling asleep, like, you know what I mean? And I have that pregnancy pillow wrapped around me, and I'm just like
pregnancy
trying.
is just like cuddling your girlfriend.
Pretty much.
Pregnancy, you're literally describing cuddling my girlfriend.
Yes, arm falling asleep,
body
you pillow,
keep switching sides and shit.
Yeah. One thing
I never understood how they could wake up after we move and then fall right back asleep.
Oh no, I get it.
You know, they're just so comfortable.
I get it. Especially once you're used to that arm coming out from under your head.
Yeah,
oh, okay, I got it. He's gone now.
Yeah. One thing I get super annoyed with is how congested I've been. Like, I always have like stuffy noses, especially at nighttime when I'm sleeping. And the humidifier will be on too. Like, I'll get random nosebleeds and stuff
Welcome
like that.
to my life.
I'm like,
this is just my life. You're describing my life once again.
Do you get a heartburn and whatnot?
No.
So your baby's not going to come out too hairy.
Bald.
Yeah. That's what I hear. Like, the more hair on the baby, the more heartburn.
Really?
I have a bald ass baby.
Holy shit!
I had hair on my head, and
we'll call that little
nigga
Caillou.
My mom says that she had heartburn, but yeah, I haven't had heartburn at all. So I'm definitely like,
is that
I'm
a
happy
fact, though?
though? Yes, it's like a fact
because your body's producing more of something to create more of something.
What?
But like, obviously, like I could have a kid just naturally because it's not like I don't have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And then, like my boyfriend had a lot of hair when he was born, so there's a possibility that the kid's just naturally gonna have hair, but I'm just not having heartburn. So
it's not developing in your body.
I had that Don King troll fro going on when I was a baby. My shit just went up
so much. It was like really black and straight, and then all of a sudden it was just curly.
Mine was curly and fucking looked like a Christmas tree. That shit.
Yo, when they pulled me out of my mom, they were using forceps. And the forceps pierced my skin.
The what?
They had to
forceps. Those little, they're like baby
tongs.
Tongs. Almost.
I don't remember the actual. I don't know what the actual name for it is, but sometimes you have to do that to like help the baby out. But
yeah,
like,
they got tongs for babies.
They got baby tongue forceps, and when they pull you out, apparently the way it looks as they're pulling you out, your head becomes a peanut. Yeah. So they gotta reshape you because like they're pulling you out.
My God!
Look at the fucking ant on the mic.
Oh wow!
Shit!
It made it.
Welcome back to the
A Bug's Life.
Welcome back to A Bug's Life.
I was gonna say that a lot of when I'm starting to like read about labor and birth and stuff like that, I'm realizing more that the hospital be forcing people to do shit. They be forcing people to like use those little baby tongs, and they be forcing women to have C-sections.
Forcing?
Yeah, because they'll go and say like,
we can't do this any other way.
They're like, oh, it's just going to be easier. Especially some doctors nowadays are just like, fuck, I don't want to be on call for this baby like 24/7. Like I could get a call at 3:30 in the morning and have
so
to
it
come
cuts
to
down
the
time.
So they're like, oh, well, if we plan a C-section a week before she's actually due or whatever the case may be, or how many ever weeks
I can
before,
get to my daughter's recital.
I can schedule that we're going to do this at 9 a.m.
That's
bang
crazy.
it out, and I could be home, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there's like so many different things that people don't.
That's
Yo, my
nasty
Google
stuff.
Calendar says
That's nasty stuff because that like I swear is very high, much higher chance of something going wrong with a C-section. Not to mention the lifelong scar.
Yeah, you'll bleed. You could potentially bleed out more if you have a C-section because it's actually a major surgery, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just like so many things
just
that
cutting
a
your
lot
stomach open,
Cutting the lining of your stomach open.
Yeah.
I just need to go in somewhere real quick.
Yeah.
Like what?
There's so many people, and I guess that's why they're like,
Especially if you're
they're
a black
trying to
woman.
say like, you know your rights and like read up on it, and then also have somebody there that's going to advocate for you because these people could just try to push any little thing on you.
It's like a mechanic.
Okay, because you're such in a vulnerable
Yeah.
space, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you're about to push out this whole fucking thing from you.
this beam.
that could be anywhere from like 5-6 pounds to 10,
9,
11.
10. Yeah, that's
God
crazy.
knows how
And
much.
seeing the
Oh my
size-
God!
and
Let
seeing the
Alicia
size
have
of
a
both
mega
of you.
baby.
I'm
please.
not
Your
having
child's
a
gonna
mega
be
baby.
huge. You, come on, look how tall your mom is, and look what she made.
Thank
My
you.
mom is not tall.
That's what I'm saying. She made you.
Nah,
So
your
now
mom
you
like
tall.
Your mom like 5'8", 5'9".
No, she's not. She's like 5'5".
So
What was she
okay.
wearing that day then?
Heels, probably.
She was-
On the hill.
Nah, your mom looked taller than that.
promise you,
that
my
day.
mom is
She was
not.
wearing heels or wedges or
Maybe
something.
5'6" on a good day. Like, she's not tall at all.
Oh, no. Yeah, I remember your mom like 5'8", 5'9". At least I was like, okay,
Nope.
okay, whole family full of leaguers.
No, she's so short.
You guys are having a mega baby though.
Yeah, y'all
Well,
gonna have a tall
We're gonna go on
basketball
Maury.
baby.
We're gonna show it. It's gonna be one of those mega baby episodes.
Well, the last time I went to my midwife and she gave me the update about my previous ultrasound, she said that like her legs are long already, so her legs are measuring longer than what the rest of her body is. So we can expect that the baby's gonna be long as hell, but like I don't think it's gonna be. I was 8 pounds 13.5 ounces, so pretty much 9 pounds.
Yeah, this baby going D1.
And then
This baby going D1.
Goldie Cox was over 9 pounds or something like that, but I don't know, just because like I haven't gained that much weight, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and the baby's not, when we do the ultrasound, she's pretty much measuring on scale, right?
Yeah.
So like when I went, she was 19 weeks 2 days. 19 weeks was my actual day that I went, and it's not like she was measuring like 20 weeks and 4 days, like
Yeah.
almost 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I don't know. Who knows? But I don't think she's gonna be that much. I think she's gonna be like,
But it's measured for you
Maybe
though.
like
you gotta
7,
know that it's a
8.
proportion. They looking at it from the proportion.
Yeah.
but she's gonna be long as fuck. One thing that I didn't take in how quick or that it would happen at all. Do you remember how we talked about this? How Cardi B, she had like these nude pictures that went and leaked. It was like a screenshot, and everybody was talking
Oh
about
yeah,
how her
areola's
nipples,
getting bigger.
how her nipples look like pepperoni.
Yeah,
and
New York
shit like that.
pepperonis.
How much is it?
Some
Havana
Has the
gingers?
areola
Yeah.
taking over? 80%? What are we looking at?
I'm like,
Well, because your boobs are getting bigger as a result. If your boobs expand, the nipples expand, right? You went from 45, from 12s to 45 inches.
Little nipples.
Looking
to
at
like
it.
a whole fucking.
We don't
Big
even
New
talk
York.
anymore.
I was like, I'm definitely. I
Little
understand.
Sam the Record Man's.
I appreciate understand.
just out there, man.
Yeah,
Sound the record. Oh, it's a good throwback.
definitely.
It's not a throwback if you look up.
Yeah, just look right up.
Just look right up at Young and Dundas. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Wow.
It
So
was definitely a.
So wait,
shock.
the nipple or the areola itself?
I guess like the areola
Okay.
itself. Yeah.
Well, because just think
just
about
big.
it. If your boobs get bigger, naturally, wouldn't the whole thing
But
stretch?
you would think it would be proportion to it stretching. She's saying it seems like it's like
It is
growing
growing
in
apparent. Like my
diameter.
boobs did grow. Like they're so fucking heavy now. Like when I jump on a scale, I'm just like, I need to remember that.
I feel,
Like 10 of these pounds are my titties. Like,
yo,
they're so fucking heavy.
That's so.
Yo,
And I'm not used to that.
I'm
Like,
telling you what, it's nature's bullseye, and it's trying to it's getting ready for your baby to be like, yo, where they at? Oh, there they
but,
are.
okay, so-
Nature's bullseye.
I said that to Goldie Cox. I was like, yo, these nipples are fucking huge. Like, what's
He's
going
like,
on?
yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's because the baby, it's getting ready for the baby because the bigger that they are and the darker they are, it's easier for the child to be able to see them and like latch on because their eyes aren't completely developed.
That guy up
When,
there.
So the
When
larger
the
the
baby
nipple,
comes
the
out.
easier the juice.
yes.
Yeah.
See, but men, we don't have any of that. So God is a woman. See, that's how you know. She made it a little bit more comfortable. She's like, we don't have to put something in the design.
Well, part of our design was, hey, your dick got to get bigger to create it, and then now her nipples got to get bigger to
sustain it. Oh,
feed it. Okay, so things have to get bigger on both ends.
We are doctors.
But yeah.
Wait, is there certain things you can't eat right now? Like there's certain, like you can't eat egg yolk or anything like that, or
Yeah.
isn't there
I
certain
can't like have raw eggs, so I have to make sure that they're fully cooked.
Yeah.
Can't eat
Who has
certain fish? No, like sunny side
you can't
up
do
shit.
sunny side up and shit like that.
Oh,
Like
no
poached
runny
eggs,
yolk.
no runny
kind
yolk,
of- Oh,
yeah.
okay, I see what you're
Like
saying.
it has to be
Cooked
fully
through.
Well
fried
done
and
eggs.
shit. Yeah, even like meat, like technically steak is supposed to be, well done and shit like that.
Is that a chicken's curse? Like you took my child, so if you eat me, I will fuck up your child. You know what I mean?
The curse of the chicken. It's the bok bok curse.
Sushi, can't eat sushi, cold cut meat.
Yeah, no fish.
Damn.
Like certain cheeses that aren't like what is
With the
it?
Kevin
like
Hart.
unpasteurized
Yeah,
cheeses
yeah.
and stuff like that. I don't know, shit like that that's not fully cooked and whatever.
Yeah, I
which
get
you're
that.
not really supposed to eat. But
You don't realize. It's like cutting your thumb. You don't realize how many things are that. And
I
so-
know. When I googled it, I was like, "There's a long list." It said pineapple can induce labor. I was like, "So I'm not supposed to eat pineapple the whole time?" I eat pineapple.
Eat pineapple in the last 2 weeks so you can induce that labor.
The last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
I'll eat it every single
That's
day.
crazy.
Like,
Pineapple's only good for single pussy. For motherless pussy. Pineapple, the motherless pussy fruit.
I mean, maybe that's why they call it the Pineapple Express.
Wow. Yo, you can't go to the show today, man.
Hey,
You fired.
I'm not gonna lie,
It is
guys.
7:30 though.
I know, and I haven't got the call for the pickup yet, so don't worry. I'm still
Okay,
here.
okay, we still rocking. We still
Yeah.
rocking.
I have a confession to make, though.
Oh,
I smoked weed today.
a backwood weed?
No, not a backwood weed.
So then it doesn't even matter.
But there was backwood grabba in it. There's just like a little. There's a little
Did
sprinkle.
it touch your soul?
It touched us for still.
Did it awake?
My nipples are enlarged. That's all I know. My nipples are bigger right now.
His areolas grew. More you smelled the weed.
No, it hits so much stronger now. But I know I'll never. So when I was coming home from Montreal from that comedy weekend, I was with Nitty, and you know how
A great comedy weekend, by the way.
Yes, thank you very
Looked
much.
amazing.
Shouts to Big Will. Shouts to Eva. Kickback comedy. Montreal's always nice to me. But what was crazy is on the way back home, I'm like, fuck. We left right after the show, so 6-hour drive from 12:30 to 6:30 a.m. I knew Nitish was gonna have to smoke his blunts,
Duh.
his fucking kawaii fingers. And I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, guess this is the day.
This is it.
This is the day where shit just comes crashing down.
Pneumonia, hello, my old friend.
All right. And as he was hotboxing, I'm like, wow, it's not actually hurting. Like,
smells kind of rather nice. Actually.
This is
I like
this is familiar. So I was like, all right, let me try a pull, and I was like, it's going down smoothly. But then after like blunt number 4, I was like, I used to do this every day? Like, what? Who does this?
Yeah.
How could I have done this for 20 years straight?
You functioned on that.
And now I'm doing like a half spliff with like grab a sprinkle, and I'm like, yeah, that's too much for me now.
Yeah, definitely. So, I gotta slow down for sure. I don't know when I'm not high.
See, that's the thing, man.
I wake up and I'm like, I'm not high. That's the only time.
When you wake up.
I'm a functioning pothead. This is just what I do.
Yeah, the only time you weren't high was when you were sleeping, pretty much.
I mean, I guess.
you probably were high for the first 2 hours.
When you went to sleep.
I don't know, because you can't dream when you're high. Mm-hmm. And I dream every night. Yes. Every night. I actually had sex last night in my dream for the first time in a hot minute. Yeah, don't tell my girl. Hello. Me and Rihanna got a little thing going on. Yeah, it was one of those lucid dreams where you start realizing you're in it. And I was like, hello, old friend. Palm, what do you desire?
Oh my god.
Do you dream for 2 now? Do you ever dream of your baby? Can you imagine the inception of like dreams that you dream what your baby's dreaming?
Palmer.
Oh Lord! Did you wake up right away and be like, babe, shh, let me stick it in?
Just remind me. No, have you ever? I've never like woken up and had a dream like that and like wanted to even touch my partner.
And
like,
you didn't want? Oh.
I'm like, they're gonna know. No. They're gonna know. They're not gonna know. They're gonna know.
That's probably why. Oh man, I wonder
it's
if
all making sounds now.
Damn, all those times in the morning she jumped to somebody. Fuck.
Yeah, if your girl wake up wet, she definitely just fucked like Leonardo DiCaprio in her sleep or some shit. Morgan Freeman. Somebody.
What the fuck?
Morgan Freeman.
He's a heartthrob. Is he? He's not?
No.
You wouldn't fuck Morgan Freeman?
No.
I feel like those two that you just mentioned weren't two of the people she would have fucked.
DiCaprio? You wouldn't do it like DiCaprio in his prime, like Titanic?
DiCaprio's half her size.
Like Jack.
We're watching.
DiCaprio's 6 foot, no?
No, he's like my height.
He's shorty.
He's
short.
little.
He's short.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he like Tom Cruise.
He's a Tom Cruise guy. Like, he's one of them shorties.
Yes. Right?
He just lost respect. That's so crazy.
He's so short. We've been watching.
Speaking of short, we gotta cut it short, guys. Blessings.
Kill it.
Bye.
Kill
Good
it.
luck with
Break a
your
leg.
Show.
Blessings. Till next time, you guys are in for a crazy show. Your guest today is off the chain like broken nunchucks. It's gonna feel
if he
like
arrives.
Oh, if he does.
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday, guys! Don't forget to come out to Laughter
He's here
Party
right now. Let him in. Please.
Oh, I'm gonna let him right in, guys. But Laughter Party this Thursday, tickets still on sale, and you better get them Dave Chappelle tickets right now because I got mine. Ha ha.
I went to the documentary. Hits the interwebs. Yeah, just destroy the microphone.
Everything.
Yeah.
He's just gonna smash it all. He'd just be like, "Fuck you guys."
Oh man. So pregnant sex.
Yeah.
Is it true?
What? What's true? Could be
They
two
say
different
it.
things.
They say it's hey man. Hey. It's that bomb did a.
Not for me.
Why you say it like that? No, for me. Why? Because you can't be. I know for you, you probably can't just maneuver the way you usually would like.
Yeah,
and probably get a little bit more gentler because he's like afraid to like hurt you or some shit.
For real. I don't know. I just feel like it's just, awkward for me.
Is it more of a mental thing? Because I know for women, a lot of sex is a mental thing. Mm-hmm. You are incredible. That was good thinking though. But again, I know a lot of sex especially for women is a mental thing, right?
Yeah.
Is it more so because of the new skin you're in? You feel a little awkward about it?
Yeah, I mean, it could be because of that, like mentally or whatever, you know. I have to think about like if we're doing missionary, it's like, okay, you can't put too much
pressure.
Now. Like before first trimester, it was whatever, you know.
Yeah,
like it was just regular. But now that I'm starting to get bigger and stuff like that, it's like you can't push on my stomach.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know
and you
got
to be so conscious of all these things at the same time.
Yeah.
Whereas with sex, usually you're just like free up. Like,
yeah.
You're not really thinking about stuff.
About sex when I'm leaving?
Yes. This guy wants to talk about prego sex. Look at this guy wants to leave his show
he wants to know
talk
so
about
bad.
third trimester sex. This guy's
Well,
a
second.
sicko.
I'm not in third yet. A couple more
Second
weeks.
trimester coitus.
But I don't know. I don't like me personally. Like we definitely don't have as much sex as we did before, and I be feeling guilty as fuck, you know, because I'm just like,
Why?
I'm just
Don't.
pregnant. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm sure he's okay. I'm sure he's okay. There are other ways he can satisfy himself.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's utilizing those ways.
Well, I hope he doesn't get mad
When
because I'm talking
necessary.
about this.
I think it's a very natural thing. I would not expect to have the same amount of sex.
Yeah.
I would not expect to have sex the same way.
And I'm
but
also
I
just,
do
like,
understand
so
for
tired.
men, it's apparently the shit. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it's because my older brothers have told me that it stays wetter longer and it's way wetter than normal. You guys, because I don't know if it's hormones or what, but their baby moms were like fiending for it. Like,
Yeah, there's some people
craving it.
There's some people. I think it just all depends on like your own. Everybody's experience is different. You know what I mean? So I know that sometimes when the hormones start kicking in, everybody like some people's sex drive goes rampant.
Up. Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
And they're just like, fuck, I want to fuck all the time.
Yeah.
Because like I'll read some of these little forums of like women and they'll be talking about it. They're like, I just want to have sex all the time and my boyfriend's just like not into it or my husband's not into it.
Yeah.
And then there's other people who are like, don't even
Sex
fucking
drive, don't
touch
touch
me.
me.
Like
Yeah.
I don't even want you to cuddle me.
wonder-
Like nothing like that.
I wonder how much of that is dependent on how you're treated outside of the bedroom.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, if there's a intimacy and passion always created, if that's what's a driving factor of like, yo, let's just fucking, and because you don't got to worry about getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just go crazy. And so,
Yeah.
like, I understand there's a lot that changes, but I think it's all natural. Like, I think it's
Yeah.
pretty normal for things. I would never expect things to stay the same after my girl gets pregnant. Like, that's
Yeah.
just crazy.
And I mean, I don't know how it's going to be after I pop the kiddo because I haven't been there before.
Yo,
So
you
who
gonna need
knows?
at least
Like,
couple
it could-
weeks.
I know.
Couple weeks to heal.
Not supposed to have sex for 6 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
6 weeks. You're not supposed to have
Oh.
sex for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's
that
what
boy
they say,
back
or
to Pornhub. We gonna get him a Pornhub push present.
Hey.
Push present is gonna be a Pornhub subscription for a month. Congratulations, Goldie Cox. Don't suck your mata, but you know what I mean. Jerk off.
I was gonna say though that like parts of my body are way more sensitive. Like my nipples are so sensitive. Like,
Well, yeah.
he could easily just like touch them a little, and I'm just like, holy shit. Like,
You can blow on pregnant nipples and a girl just.
but then sometimes it's like if he keeps going, it's like too much. Do you know what I mean? Because they're so sensitive. I'm like, all right, like I can't like.
You know what that
stop.
sounds like?
It's
When
hurting
after
at
you
this
nut
point.
and she's sucking on the head and you, hey, ah. You guys start jerking like your body is
Yeah.
convulsing by accident. Speaking of body convulsing, we have Trezor in the building.
What's up?
Where's his microphone? He is not plugged in.
Nope.
He is not plugged in at all. Let's just.
Secondary form. I have to project my voice for y'all to hear until we fix the technical difficulties. But how y'all doing? It's your boy Trezor, aka Poppy Trey, aka the Toronto Tiller, aka the president of the Faithful Black Man Association. Don't chase me, chase your dreams. You feel me?
Wow, this is a lot of AKAs.
Don't chase me, chase your dreams. Who do you think you are?
It's right there.
Hey man, it's a fact, bro. Because it gets wild out here these days, bro. You got to keep people on their right path. And I'm not always a part of it.
TC's in the building as well. What up, Spades? Fucking, this guy's a piece of shit. You remember when he used to be like, I don't get girls. I don't. And now he's just like, just get them off me, please.
Wow.
Just get them away.
Well, when you put it
don't
like
chase
that-
me,
I
chase
think
your
you make
dream.
yourself.
When you put it like that, that's not exactly how like it You know, but one thing I will say, the extra gravy family has seen me develop over the years.
Indeed. You are a repeat offender of the show.
Into a different it's been like what? I think 2018 was the last time I was on.
Yeah,
2018, 2019.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it was a. It
was before you.
Yeah.
Shit, you were pre-intern.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do like before intern BI.
Yeah. I don't know, and I was thinking about it. There's probably a couple things I've said on the first couple that might be slightly problematic. So I apologize in advance. No. Let's not put that out.
You hated indigenous people. You hated women.
This is all propaganda. Wow. There is nothing I said that is cancelable, but there are definitely a couple things that might ruffle some feathers from a young...
Are you team turf?
From a... What does that mean?
Okay, never mind. You good then.
I don't know what that means.
Good.
Sir.
Good. It's probably
and
for the best.
Congratulations on the pregnancy.
Thank you.
Let's go. This guy came in
so
at second trimester sex.
Yep.
Yeah, something that I know nothing about and don't want to know about for a very long time.
Really, a very long time.
How long
Jeez.
time? How old are you now?
I know,
I'm
like
25. My birthday is on
okay.
Thursday, so I'm gonna be 26 this week. I know I look 19, but no, I'm not.
And you're a Scorpio. You're
Yeah.
fucking things, dog. Don't lie. Come on, talk to us.
First of all, that
man.
horoscope stuff is foolishness. I'm saying that for that. When you hear what's your sign? Now I'm just gonna start saying random stuff.
You have to lie. I just told them that this week. That was it last week or the week before?
They're like, oh,
no, they go.
I knew it.
Yeah, that's you.
Knew it.
Yeah.
Like, no. And then when I try to get a proper explanation, no one can explain it to me. People just what horoscope people do to like kind of like throw you in a loop is they just keep getting more and more specific into things that you don't know nothing about.
So your moon rising,
I'm like,
right?
yeah. So I'm like, okay, if I'm born this day, this person's born that day, how come we're not the same? Oh, but your moon isn't the same. But okay, we're born in the same place at the same time. Yeah, but it's the time of the day with your moon, with your sun. So what are we really talking? Like, what's going on here? Like, what are we doing, bro?
What am I on?
Like, what are you on?
Fucking listen. I always say that I do believe in horoscopes and astrology. I just don't think human beings know it. They don't know what it is because we all do. The entire world comes from stars.
I think we just know like
right?
surface level.
We just know surface level, or we attach whatever we want to things that make sense because we can and we want something to believe in. I'm not gonna like I used to diss horoscope people. I made a whole YouTube video about it at one point, but at this point, I'm just like, yo, it's like a religion. Honestly, I'm not gonna bash people's religion because it's a comfort thing for some people. Some people find great comfort in it. And if that's what's gonna make you go wherever you need to go.
One thing I will say, it is a very good icebreaker, even if you don't know what you're talking about. All you have to do to get a girl to be interested in you is be like, "What's your sign? Pisces?" Ooh. Then it's like, "Oh wait,
yeah."
why? Then
as
you just make up
I
something,
can't talk to you.
and then you just make something up, and then there you go, you're in the door.
But this is the problem with horoscopes. It's so broad and vague that you can do something like that. Like if horoscopes, I've always said this, if horoscopes were as accurate as they say, the government, school, and everything that is structured would use that and put you where you need to be.
That's true. Tauruses don't like fake people. Wow.
You'll never be an actor. Who does? Like, that's the other thing, too. Is like
those type of things.
I hate it.
Yeah, it
people
makes no sense.
Oh, Leos are confident and cocky and blah, blah. So what? People born in November can't be? People born in February can't be? That makes no sense to me, but I digress. Anyways, how's life, man?
It's cool. You know, I'm just working as usual.
Yeah.
I never really take my foot off the gas.
You do not. That's the one thing that's really dope about you is the consistency. Like nobody can ever say like, oh, Tresor just popped off on one thing like you.
Never. It's been from a while, and Marlon's literally been there from the beginning.
Indeed,
I feel like I've told a story mad times on the podcast, but Marlon was the first like person from Toronto to ever put me in a video. I was like 16, maybe 17.
I did not know that you were that. I would never put you. Nah.
Yeah, I was like 16, 17. I met Marlon because him and For Y'all and like Malik G and them, they were doing a meet and greet at Celebration Square in Saga. And I came, I took the bus from my house. I was like 16 and I came with the intention of like networking. Like, I knew it from then. And
Someone brought
Marlon
me
was the
gummy
first
bears that
person.
day.
Yeah, Marlon was the first person to hit me up the first video we did was the parent teacher interview.
That shit went crazy.
Which is still I saw it recently. I was like, this is actually a
it
really
holds
good
up,
video.
fam. It holds
People
up.
still talk about it to this day.
Yeah, no, it holds up, fam. It
That
holds
was a
up
good video.
for sure. And then we did we had the something Jamaican 20-something
moms.
Jamaican
yeah,
moms.
something about the Jamaican moms.
Yeah, that one was mad
That
funny
one was
too.
good, too.
I watched that one the other day and I was fucking crying.
Yeah, there was
that
a few.
toilet scene where you pretend to throw up the food. Yo, it was fun filming with you too. Like I was telling these guys, we don't like you shouldn't really care about numbers if you can see what the end goal is. You know what I mean? And like I've never been a person to be like, that nigga got this many followers. He's not worth my time. Like what can he do for me? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I saw talent in you. Everybody else saw talent in you. It was like, it just makes sense. Like, let's make a video. Especially because the Jamaican stuff, like, there's not many people in the city that even know how to pull that off comedically. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people that try it, but it's just like, kind of cringe.
You have to know what you're doing.
You have to know what you're doing. You know what I mean? And I saw that you were doing your homework and you were always you were on it. Like, some people hit me up, and I'm pretty sure Alicia, same thing, with business opportunities or this idea and that idea, and you never hear from them again.
Yeah, I think over time you can kind of, even people that like start to make content or whoever, I can kind of tell like who like really loves it or who's serious and who kind of just like wants to hit a lick to get some clout. Like I can always, and I'm always accurate of like, they're good, but like they don't, like their heart's not.
And you could tell as soon as it goes left for 1 week or 2 weeks, they're off this. They're doing Loom now.
Yeah, people don't really realize how much work it is, bro.
I was telling them the other day, man, the amount of hats. I was like, yo, you know how many hats you wear? Like, you may think that you're just a host, but you're doing all these other things. Like, for us doing YouTube videos, you're a director, you're doing lighting, you're doing sound, you're doing director of photography, you're directing the actual thing if you have people that are in it, you're doing the script, you're writing, you're producing, you're editing,
it's great for your resume.
These are crazy.
Like if you ever want to go and get a traditional job, like
you can't put it on there.
You can put it on there, but you have so much like variety of experience that it's like it's gonna make it look better. Trust me.
It'll make it
like
look
all
better.
the little things that I tried to do on my own spare time in terms of like learning like basic editing, learning how to do certain things like with radio, all that stuff adds up, or social media, learning how to write a blog post, learning about SEO. That stuff all helped me get jobs and make my resume look better than somebody else's.
I feel like
you just have to tailor how you use it, but like if you gain all these skills, like you can definitely go and use it in the traditional world.
Especially for like jobs that are like, oh, you must know this program and this program. Like it's more so they want to know you know the app in and out. You could use that. But the thing is, I was more so talking about is the term like of YouTuber, for example. Like I can't put YouTuber. I don't know actually now.
Now you can put YouTuber.
Things might have changed now.
Now you can put YouTuber, but before you break down what you do, right? So you're like, okay, I write scripts, I direct, I edit video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I film. Like I could be a camera person because I know angles and all that other shit. So you just have to break down what it is because some people didn't know exactly what a YouTuber is. Yeah. And then of course there's always those people who just claim that they're YouTubers and then they like never really consistently do it.
But also that's why I don't want to pay for anything now. I feel like it's
because you know how to do everything.
But I don't want to pay for anything because I'm like, people are like, oh, I'll do your thumbnails and graphics for this much, or I'll make you a press kit for this much. I'm like, bro, I could do that myself.
I'm like that too.
Like, it's hard because you get into that space. I've been in that space for a very long time. It's not good to be in. Trust me, because you should be delegating responsibilities. Like for example, not your videos, but somebody else's video. You're in somebody else's video. All you have to do is be in it and do your part. Isn't it way easier?
Way easier.
Isn't it? Don't you get way more ideas?
Yeah.
And that's because your mind is not diverted in so many different directions where you can focus on what you're doing and come up with it and optimize it as best as possible. If you're doing a billion things at once, there's no way you can think of being funny to the maximum potential.
But I'm also cheap, so.
No, for sure. I get it. Because I'm there too, but then I feel like the older I get, the more I'm like, fuck, why the fuck am I doing this? If I don't like it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like doing it. It's so tedious to me. I could just pay somebody who's maybe like not top tier professional that's going to charge me an arm and a leg, but somebody who may be up and coming who could do the job the same way that I would do it, and I would get it off my plate, right? So I think like the older you get, or even more things are being thrown at you, you're just going to be like, all right, fuck this. Like, I don't want to do this. I'd rather like keep my own personal time so I could do whatever you want to do. Do you know what I mean? Like if you want to just chill or create more. And then it also helps you like evolve your business as well.
Yeah. I started thinking of it from like the people I look up to, and like none of them don't have a team. Yeah. None of them are doing everything themselves. Like even the people I thought were doing things themselves when I grew up and I met them and shit, I'm like, this is how you were doing all this? Like it blows my mind. You know what I mean? Like for y'all right now, they have a team of editors. They got people handling merch and stuff like that. Obviously, their input is top priority, but they are delegating tasks that would be utilizing all their time. Yeah. And then you don't get to experience life. You don't get to
be present.
You have to be present. Like
I struggle with that like from now already, because I always feel like if I'm not doing, like I feel like I'm procrastinating if I'm not working on something. Like I never really give myself time to relax.
Just relax.
And plus, since I've been doing this for so long, I don't have any other hobbies. So like if I'm not doing it, I'm like,
what do I do?
What am I doing?
That's kind of a good space to be in, though, if you love it.
Yeah, I do for sure.
But I feel like you need to work on that. Yeah. I think that everybody should have like a couple of hobbies, you know? They might not be anything super crazy. Like,
I play video games.
That's a hobby, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as you know how to, I guess, manage your time, and that you're not having video games take over your life where like your hobbies are becoming more of everything that you're doing and you're not focusing on business and all that other shit. But you definitely need to be able to find the balance, because again, like I used to be like that, where I would just want to, I'd always feel like, oh, I'm procrastinating. Like, what else can I do? What else can I chase after? Yeah. And once I started going to therapy, I started to learn really that, like, I do that because I'm never content with where I am. I'm always like, okay, I'll check off this goal that's crazy, that's been on my list forever, and I get there and I'm like, all right, what's next? And it's like, how about you just chill the fuck out and just be content where you are, and if nothing else happens ever again, and this is where you are, like, be okay with that. Like, because at one point that was everything to you, you know? Exactly. And then I think that allows you to be more present and just like accept life as it is, you know?
It is, yeah, for sure. And just relaxing, it does so much for you that you wouldn't realize. Like, there's so many times I get bursts of inspiration from a time I was just like, I decided to watch a documentary or just play video games or talk to somebody. I've talked to people while playing video games. Is the best
thing that you could have to create content.
Yeah, easily. I talked to a guy while playing video games, and he helped me write a stand-up set. And he's not a comedian. Like, we were just playing. I was talking about something. I was trying to work out this premise. So I started asking people while I was playing the game. I was like, yo, what do you think about this? Would this work on stage for you? And this one guy just worked the whole joke out with me. And that just came from me just chillaxing. Like, you never know where it's going to come from. But if you don't give yourself that time, trust me, you'll continue to feel like, oh, I gotta keep doing something. Because you're stuck. You're going to be stuck in that rat race, bro.
Yeah, that's why I definitely need to learn to appreciate the little things and just settle. Because definitely, like you were saying, like 18-year-old me, like
hungry,
right? As of like me now, 18-year-old me would have loved that.
Oh,
and now I'm like always thinking ahead, and
18-year-old you on like Grime Daily, Shade Room, and all these.
God.
What would you do?
Lost my mind, bro.
So did you lose your mind?
I was asked,
probably not.
I didn't. But my thing now, I'm appreciative of all this stuff, but I kind of feel like this is what I'm working towards. So it's not really like oh my God, I can't believe it. It's just like, like this is just part of the plan.
Y'all supposed to post me,
this is
bitch. I read it, not straight up.
Like, this is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, facts.
But you still need to celebrate and be happy.
Definitely.
I know those so well. Wow.
But it's like I'm well prepared. It's not like I just started and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Like, this is exactly what I've been working towards.
And why I did it.
Yeah. So I'm appreciative, but like, you know, it's been time, because man has been seeing me put into, bro, I remember back on YouTube when like remember when you could like direct message people
Oh,
on YouTube,
wow.
or you could
Yeah.
respond to videos with a video?
Yep.
I was making response videos to every big YouTuber's video. I was going to people's subscribers and single-handedly direct messaging every single subscriber, sending them a link to my
This guy's the
video.
spam guy.
I was the spam guy. I was going on Twitter and following
A
every
young soldier
single
boy.
person by hand. Like, I was just trying to get my stuff out there by any means necessary.
Seeing it.
Every single app, I was on
And
it.
it's all coming back to you now.
Yeah, I remember when Nick Cannon made an app where he was like searching for people for Wild 'N Out.
Yep.
I was like number 2 on the app, like on the whole. I was number 2 on the whole app.
I remember
Ask
you
if I-
promoting it.
Ask if I got a Wild 'N Out audition.
Me
to
too.
this day.
Me too. I
this
didn't get
day,
a single
bro.
one. And people were like, "Yo, you should get this guy." And I'm like, "He's definitely gonna see me."
No,
don't
or
think
he saw
anybody-
you, but he just used you guys to promote the
He
app,
probably
so
saw
he
me
get all the
dissing him.
He
subscribers.
saw, because I remember like
dissing
he
him.
had an account, and like his account would like my video, so I'm like, "Yup, it's only a matter of time." It never
Time
happened.
for the big bucks to start
But one
rolling
thing I
in.
will say though is Nick Cannon is very much like he's way more hands on than a lot of these
Oh,
people.
yeah, for sure.
And so I would not be surprised if Nick Cannon
Personally himself.
personally saw something and was just like, all right, let me reach out to this person and help them up. Because like I've heard so many stories of how he's just helped like
Mad
people
people.
in Hollywood, Black Hollywood,
Kalani's
etc.
entire career she owes to Nick Cannon in a
yeah.
sense, because he's the one that kind of put her on at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And there's countless stories like that. Like, and he's not one of those people that boasts it.
No.
Which is really dope. Like, he kind of does his thing, he'll do a nice thing and not really talk about it ever.
Mm-hmm.
Until you find that person like, yo, Nick Cannon 5 years ago, man, y'all have no idea. And you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Cannon, he's an anomaly. The guy's I was just listening to his tax season episode.
Okay.
I haven't listened to tax season. Have you listened to tax season
No.
before? This guy,
I have probably years ago, but I haven't.
you know,
yeah.
Tax Stone is. Yeah, that guy who shot. What was it?
He's in jail, right?
Yeah,
Troy
he-
Ave. He
Troy
shot Troy
Ave.
Ave, right? Yeah. He's in jail right now. But his podcast,
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Yeah.
oh man, he's so unique because he's like a lot of these podcasters try to pretend like they're gangsters and like you shouldn't talk or whatever. But he was really about, clearly he was really about that life, and he
What
was
happened
like,
to Troy Ave? Is he still like make music?
fuck no.
I haven't heard anything.
Maybe actually,
No,
but
I
who's
feel
gonna
like,
bump it?
I feel like he's in jail too.
He might be. It's
Nah,
possible.
he never went to jail.
Troy Ave was shooting up people too. I'm googling.
Troy
him.
Ave shooting.
Yes.
That nigga makes
Yeah, I think
porno
there was
music
something,
videos.
Yeah, there was something.
Or
with-
he was getting shot all the
Yeah,
time.
he got shot,
regardless.
yeah,
multiple
that's
times. But I feel like he was involved in something.
He's not
too.
the shooter. He's
We
the
gonna find
shootee.
out.
And speaking of first, also Marlon was. He co-hosted the first show I ever
Listen,
hosted.
brother, I'm
too.
gonna eat transfer you after the show. All right?
You know,
Laying
he's
it
a-
on kind of thick.
What do they call the? He's like an A&R of talent.
Yo, I
Did a
just
good job.
I don't even see it as that. Like, I was just like, yo, this nigga's funny. Let's work. You know what I mean? Like, Bilal, same thing. Like, this nigga's funny. Let's work. Mucho, this nigga's funny. Let's work. Like, I'm not really one of those. I'm not in any way someone that feels like they're safeguarding something or feel like my spot can be taken. Don't make it take my spot. It's my spot.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm not. I feel like a lot of times, I know personally on my end, there's a lot of people that could have helped me out to get much further in life by now. And they won't do that. Because why? It's not their spot. And they know if I come in there, I'm going to take their spot.
Yeah.
So it's like, at the end of the day, you just got to keep your head down, keep working. You seeing what it's doing for you right now. Are you going to be an artist or a comedian or both?
I feel like I get that question a lot, and I don't know why, but I just have this like unwavering confidence in myself to where it's like I could do whatever I want. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like you don't have to be in
That's
a
the answer
box.
I wanted.
Yeah, some people be like, you have to do this or you have to do. It's like, why can I not do everything? If you're good enough, and then some people be like, oh, but you see some of these people like that were comedians or whatever, they tried to do music and it didn't work and all this. But one thing that I tell me was like, name one quote unquote comedian or entertainer that did music that didn't work, whose music was actually good.
Oh, okay. I was like, let me
Exactly.
hold on. Let me collect all that.
If the
Music was
is
actually good. No, it's not good.
It doesn't
matter. It doesn't matter at the end
Childish
of the day.
Gambino, Will Smith,
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx, like
The list goes on.
You can do
Zach
whatever.
Fox right now.
Exactly.
Zach Fox is probably the best example of you don't have to choose. That guy's a stand-up comedian. He's doing comedy and his shit slaps.
Yeah.
And he'll sometimes do a comedic song that slaps. Yeah, all hail Jesus Christ, nigga.
That song's
All
a
hail
banger,
my Lord
bro.
and Savior.
That song's a banger. But yeah, that's how I feel, honestly.
His song with
And plus,
BFB the Pac-Man that just came out.
That's funny.
No, and
He's
that's
good,
another
too.
guy, BFB the Pac-Man. That nigga, his
unique.
songs slap, but he's really a comedian. Like, if you listen to what he's saying.
Little Dicky.
Lil Dicky's a great example. A great example. He's doing a TV show. He's doing his comedy. He's doing the music at the same time.
His show, I love his show, Dave.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's good.
It reminds me of
So
it
good.
reminds me like of like a white version of Atlanta.
I think that
Like,
that's
certain aspects
and I
of
think that that's why I have a little bit of a problem with it. Though.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I don't want white people adopting the style. Sorry,
He's doing it. He's
too
doing
late.
it good though.
He's doing it. He's doing okay. If Atlanta and Insecure were Jay-Z and Nas, Dave is Eminem.
Yeah, makes sense. So
Let
it's
me
like
put
for
it that
his
way.
crowd,
It's a white
because
boy in a do-rag.
His crowd probably never watched Atlanta, so they think this.
They think this is it.
Yeah, that
Which
makes
is the
sense.
problem. That's where it starts, man. White people get
That makes
one
sense.
little in the door
Atlanta-
and then it's over.
Atlanta and Insecure are two shows. You know when you're like watching a show and you're like, yo, I would be an amazing character on
That's
that.
me in most shows.
Bro,
But I think it's easier with Insecure in Atlanta because they encapsulate the entire black experience so well that any black person watching that has a morsel of talent could be like, I could be on this shit, nigga. The fuck?
But that's
Like,
how
I
I
talk
felt.
like that.
That's how I felt like about a lot of Disney shows growing up. I was like, bro, they need like the black people that they have on the show. Like you guys aren't
All
like,
have white moms.
You guys aren't giving black.
Every nigga,
like
every nigga in Disney Channel history has a white mom.
even
It's just
like
a
the
fact.
complete full
It's a
black.
fact, people. I don't make the
know,
rules.
bro.
Orlando Brown didn't.
Well, that's
Orlando Brown, no, Orlando Brown's not fair to say though,
Yeah.
because he was literally the badass kid on every black show growing up, every black sitcom you could think of. He has at least 2 episodes in that bitch.
the Brown and the Massies.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, Kyle Massey is in
and
there?
his brother. What's his brother's name? The one that was on
remember.
Zoe 101.
Corbin Blue, that nigga got a white mom. You can't tell me
For
any
sure.
different.
Yeah, he definitely-
Ain't no black mom doing
Let me
his
tell
hair
you,
like
when
that.
Jump In was out, I was double dutching in the streets.
Jesus Christ.
I was double dutching.
You are sick. Spade over there doing choreography.
push it.
I don't know any of this shit. Y'all too young for me. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
this is past your time a little bit.
I never
Not
seen
that
High School
long.
Musical, my nigga.
Ever?
Like, I don't know any of this shit.
Ever?
No.
That's crazy. Because to kids now,
All in this together.
High School Musical was a staple in time, bro. It doesn't matter who
You know, it, for real.
it was, bro.
I went and I was hanging out with like it was a bunch of people, but like our age ranges varied.
Yeah.
You know, it was like moms, but then it was like some of their kids who were early 20s, and then there was me and another one that were like 29, 30, or 31 for me. However old I am, in that range. But like the ones that were early 20s, it's crazy the little throwback songs that they would want to go to. They'd want to go to like Cheetah Girls, and like we were doing karaoke,
Yeah.
and that's what they wanted to throw back to. I
Jonas
was like,
Brothers.
can we get some fucking Ashanti, some Destiny's Child?
Because
Like,
technically to us, like the mid to late 90s babies, like that is throwbacks.
That's
Like, I
throwbacks,
remember,
yeah.
bro, I remember High School Musical, the first one, like coming on Family Channel and me having to put the paper in the VCR to record it over the TV.
Y'all have
like,
VCR during High School Musical? What was
Yeah.
your family doing?
what do you mean? High School Musical was
DVD was out them time. then.
nah for the
sure.
first
High
one.
School Musical?
For the first one, no, High School Musical was
High
not
School
angry.
Musical.
High School Musical 1 was like
2006.
2006.
You got hold on. DVD invented.
I definitely had a DVD.
Well, you didn't know. No. The thing was, no. The thing was, it was you had DVD
95.
players. I know. But you had DVD players, but remember, those DVD players weren't the ones that you could like record on. You had like half DVD, half VHS.
That's true.
So like to record stuff, you had to still.
You had to have a Jamaican uncle that just was on that. You know what I mean? And you had that stack of CD things and just burn everything.
I was still stuffing papers in the VHS to record all these shows. These kids today don't know.
They don't know nothing about no VHS. God
video
damn.
games before there was like Wi-Fi.
When it was cartridges and shit. Cartridge games.
When you had to blow the stuff.
And you could only play by yourself. There was no multiplayer.
It's been proven that it does nothing but, hey, made us feel good. That shit work after you blow on it 6 times and you're just like, yeah.
I honestly feel like that was the best time to grow up.
For sure.
Because it's like we had the internet, but we weren't like.
I say this all the time. I say this all the time.
We weren't addicted to it.
When the internet was in dial-up, that's the greatest time on planet Earth.
Yeah.
It's too slow for you to stay on it all day.
And you would get disconnected.
You get disconnected if someone calls. And then your mom gets home and she needs to make her calls. There's no internet, so you got to find something else to do.
And then that's when you go outside and you have like a normal kid life.
You couldn't even really be on the video games too long because back then, like, you didn't really have a TV in your room. Like, it was in the living room. You had to sit there and your mom's cussing you for
Think about boy bands before the internet went into, like, was it DSL? What is it called? DSLR? DSL? DSL? Yeah, DSL, I think. Or cable, whatever. Before that, we had boy bands with grown men. Grown white men. That could never happen in speedy internet times.
Now that you say it like that, that is
the best time in human history. Like, you have grown white men just privileged. The boys in motion. The boys in motion were definitely in their late 20s. Yo,
sure.
That episode was great.
They were 30 for sure.
Raven Simone does not get enough props for that show.
Doesn't.
That show
That's what Raven is a legendary show.
Like, I think it's in the Black Pantheon of great shows and black sitcoms. Like, it's up there with My Wife and Kids and shit like that for me. Because even though it was a Family Channel show or a Disney Channel, whatever the case may be, the shit was funny like it was on some other channel. Like, I don't know. There was something about it that just stood out to me. It's her and the characters. Like, she has an Eddie Murphy-like quality to her that people don't talk about. Like, Eddie Murphy gets all his props for playing all these different characters. Mm-hmm. Jamie Foxx gets all his props for the Jamie Foxx show and all the characters he played on there. And Raven did the exact same thing. And she's the only woman I've ever seen do the exact same thing.
That is true.
But then she said she wasn't black, and here we are.
She did it to herself.
She did it to herself.
Did you watch the reboot? I haven't watched a single episode of it yet.
The reboot?
Remember no. She's a parent.
No, I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it.
The thing about Raven,
I think
though,
I watched one episode. That's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even dare. I don't want to ruin the perception of the first one. You know what I mean? The thing about Raven is that I think, and I was talking to somebody about this the other day about Drake. I don't think people view them as black. I think people view them as Raven Simone,
and Drake. Mm-hmm.
OJ, Michael Jordan. These people aren't black anymore. And Drake, for example, anytime look at how many weeks you guys hear about him breaking records, right? Have you ever heard any of those records say first black whatever? First black? No, it's first rapper, first artist.
Yeah.
If it was Kendrick, if it was Kendrick, oh my God, first nigger.
There would be a
like it would be an hard ER
statue outside the NAACP
first
building.
Pan-African flag owner. Like, they'd go crazy for
Drake has said it before. He was like, I'm just never considered black enough. But he was like, shit, I'm doing. I think it was in that documentary, like that conversation that he dropped with Elliot and B-Dot or something like that at Christmas time a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And he
the one where he's looking up the whole time. People are like, there's a script up there. I was like, really? Do you know how much you have to hate Drake to just put a script on his ceiling?
People will say anything on the internet.
You don't ever just look up when you're looking for thoughts? Like, I don't get it. People are fucking crazy, bro. But it doesn't help that where he grew up, the perception of where he grew up, even though it was just a basement. It doesn't help that he was on a TV show and was on that for majority of his adolescence. So now he's putting on internet script together, $5K for this rollie. like, times were hard. Niggas
Sir,
like, what?
I couldn't load up my Presto card.
I can't
I had
scrape
to
5K
sneak-
today.
I had to sneak on the subway. I don't have the 325.
We don't have the capacity.
I don't have the capacity.
I need that as a soundbite. I need that as a
We don't have
soundbite.
the capacity.
We don't have the capacity. That's the fucking funniest response video on the internet. I don't care. You ever seen that?
No.
It's this African guy. It's this African guy. So I seen somebody say, when you're trying to push in the head, but it just won't go in. Man put in the response, her pussy, we don't have the capacity.
Bro, that's hilarious. But nah, that's a
shit.
fact, bro. Me at like 2019, 2021 even, bro, I can't spend 5K on a Rolls Royce.
That's
I
a
can't even do that
wild.
now.
Low-key, I'm
If
not
I
even gonna
did
lie.
that,
If we're
what
keeping
the
it
fuck?
100,
This is my thing. I'm like, 5K to scrape for what?
if we're keeping it 100,
Right.
even today, I'd be like,
That's what I'm saying.
Realistically,
It's not realistic. Like,
unfortunately, I would, if I knew that and I was a rapper when I was younger and Drake was like competition or something, I would have clowned him for that. Honestly. Because like, what, if your rapping is so good, why you need to put on the show?
yeah.
You know what I mean? And he put that
Well, this was, like,
Rolls Royce
so-
in so many bars. So I
Yeah.
know that they actually did it. Like, it's crazy.
I understand
this
the
was
part
so
where
long
go
ago
ahead.
though. It wasn't really before he popped like that.
and I
It was
understand the
like,
part.
wasn't it?
No, it was before that. It was way before that.
Wasn't
It
it?
was
say
much before
2007?
2011.
Yeah.
2011, he could afford his own Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
No, I think in the caption
He recorded So Far Gone, yeah, with it.
Not 2009.
That's 2008.
I think in the
Eight,
caption,
yeah.
I think
That
in
was
the
forever
caption he
ago.
said 2007.
Yeah,
I think he said
it's got to be
2007.
around
So, yeah.
then because it's before. He said he recorded. He used to park it outside
2010 is when
Fort
take,
York.
not Take Care. What's the first one that he did?
Comeback
Thank Me
Season?
Later. Thank Me Later.
Oh, okay.
That's when his first album dropped.
Yeah.
So it was before that. It was years before.
He said
that.
he would park it outside of Fort York. I can't remember what address. And
15
he would
Fort York
go
or
up and
15 Fort York.
Yeah, and then he'd go up and record So Far Gone. So
Yeah.
it definitely had to be 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
And he said he did that for months.
How old were you them times in 2008?
2008.
I was 18.
Yeah, I was like around 19, 20.
Right.
I got invited to the
12.
So Far Gone party, and I
Wasn't
don't
it
know
at Wet
how.
Bar?
No, it was at
Oh.
6 Degrees
I remember
nightclub.
Okay.
you made that video. I saw
Yeah,
that.
it was like I still to this day I have no idea how that happened, but that was my inspiration. That was my like, okay, I gotta fucking do something. Like I saw, it wasn't
I've
even
never
him.
been invited to a Drake party to this day.
The thing was, it wasn't even him. I wasn't even focused on him. I was focused on the T-Rexes and the Brocks
Yeah.
and all Ryan Espiritu, all these guys I'm seeing up on in this
They were
booth.
it. When
And
we
I'm
were,
like, yo,
so
these
young.
guys are the like. When you talk about movers and shakers in the city, people who are making an impact in the city. I'm like, these guys are it.
Their
These are the guys I
clique-
aspire to be.
Their
be like.
clique really did a lot for us. Like
Yeah.
they really did pave the way for us in many, many ways.
It's
Especially
wild.
in
And
terms
then
of
you
like,
meet all those people and they become your peers and you're like, whoa, that's
Bro.
crazy. T-Rex, I was talking to him today actually. Like even being younger, I was like, bro, like these guys like rate me. It's crazy. Even when
Yeah.
I was in LA in the summer, being with Timothy De La Ghetto and Ricky Shucks,
Yep,
and man,
yep.
you guys like appreciate me as a peer. Like you're not trying to lil bro me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like I grew up idolizing you guys.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild to me.
It's
Listen.
crazy for me when, like, because when I was in my early 20s, I used to hang out with, like, Tyrone, like, T-Rex and them.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
The One Love T.O. crew.
yeah. And then once I got to my, like, later 20s and I would do certain things and I would see them again and, like, to hear T-Rex tell me, like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Like, you've gone so far
Yeah.
over those years. And it would always make me feel good. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
same,
mean?
same.
When I could hear those people
Yeah.
champion me.
And getting to see their work ethic a little closer too, and like how they come up with certain things and ideas. Like we're a part of Nike's basketball club for like 2-3 years. I want to say it was where like Nike every month or every other month would like bring us to basketball court in the city that had some history, or a player that went to the league. He went to this school, he played on this court, and we'd play there and shit like that, and they'd give us sneakers. And these guys, like, just hearing their ideas, like, on the bus on the way there, like, of stuff that they got coming up or stuff that they're doing, and they're never expecting you to not do something. That's what I booked. I was like, there's never a time I can come on this bus and just be like, yeah, I've got nothing going on right now.
Like, what?
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on for the next couple months. Like, no, there's no way. So, like, even that would inspire me and push me to, like, all right, I got to get some stuff done that, like, when I get on that bus, I fit in. You know what I mean? And I think that was how you were feeling early on. Or like, yo, I got to get some shit popping.
I got to bring something to the table if I'm trying to, bro, because I remember, that's why there were so many times, literally when I was young, even now, but especially when I was younger, if like Marlon or anybody like, yo, what are you doing at this time? Can you do this? Yes. I don't think to this day there's been one time that Marlon's asked me to do something and I said no, or I said I can't do it.
That's a fact.
I was there every single, because I just want to be around these people so I could just like,
this is why observe. I wanted to become what I wanted to become. I don't know about other people. I don't know how it works in like fields where you don't really know who your team is going to be. So, like, if you aspire to be the best accountant or lawyer, you don't really know who's waiting for you on the other side. But for us, like, in terms of comedy and, like, content creation, a majority of the shit I created and things I did was to be able to hang out with certain people.
Yeah.
It wasn't to make mad money. It wasn't for fame. It wasn't for accolades or any of that. I want to be able to hang out with these guys and be respected amongst these guys.
It'll be those ones where you're like, yo, me and Will Smith would be such good friends. Like, that would
and then
be
you get the opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm there right now with stand up. This is like a new arena for me where I'm just like, all right, once I get people hitting me to book me for shows, hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's the worst experience and the greatest experience all at the same time. It's horrible.
Damn.
It's torturous, bro. Like, it's way more tedious and meticulous than you could ever fathom. Like,
I understand. I've never had a drive to do stand up, but I understand it, and I've even kind of studied some of the stuff. Like, what I'm telling y'all, like, I'm just a student of this whole game. Like, watching videos on like how jokes are made and like what things
rule
you take
of threes and all that shit. Yeah,
and I found that stand up, like writing comedies and premises and stuff, is very similar to music in like how you craft lyrics and songs and stuff. And it's
all
hard.
storytelling.
Like, it's all rhythm.
And it's
all
hard.
rhythm,
timing, expression.
With a joke, you have to have rhythm. You have to have a beat. If you have too much words, it's over. If you have an overcomplicated word, it's over. If you have a premise that you can't properly articulate in one quick sentence, there's no point of the joke.
And it's the same way in music. And I think you have it, I have it, and a lot of people do. But the people, when like people just have music that's bad and you're like, there's no way that you don't know that it's bad. I think it's just that part. I think it's that part of their brain or that part of their wiring
the difference
that they don't have.
Yeah.
Because if I'm making something, I feel like that. Like, you could say something and it works, but you're like, it doesn't. Like,
it's like being black and trying to dance off beat. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Like, to do it consciously or not even consciously, like, to do it and not think about it is damn near impossible. You're almost going to correct yourself without trying to correct yourself. So I understand it. I understand it from that point of view. I don't know. I've always wondered, how do people who can't find the beat work on that? It's something that's innately in me. I've never had to practice the beat. I hear it, I react. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I asked on Twitter, like, people who are like, who have no rhythm, like, how is that possible? And they say it's a mental thing. They say like they literally, like, their body cannot move at the same like functional time as the set rhythm.
I can't fathom it. I can't fathom it. I know a lot of white people dance to the words. They don't dance to the beat.
They'll hear,
for example, if you see some white boys dancing that They're not professional dancers, or they're just having fun.
Or even the professional
They'll
ones.
act out the words in the dance.
That's true.
They
When
don't
you say that. That's true.
It's not the beat that they're listening to.
Up, bro. When she pop,
Go look at the TikTok dances. They're all very literal. There was it? I can't remember what legendary black song it was that they took super literal and did exactly what was being said, and that wasn't the dance. I can't remember what it was.
Was it it's either it's going down or pop, lock, and drop it, or
I think
teach
it
me how to
might-
dance. It might have. It was one that
of
had a
those.
dance.
Yeah, it's had a dance
Or Crank
already.
That. I think it might have been Crank That.
And then we were just like, no, you can't do that. No. And they're literally just acting out what the words are saying.
Well,
So
that's
I
like
think
the nasty, bougie, ratchet. That one.
same shit.
Silly.
Yeah, because I've realized that I think like white people or in that genre, I don't know if it comes from rock and roll and whatever, they sit in a different pocket in music. Because I remember when I was hosting, the DJ like who was with me, he was white. Shout out my dog Matt, one of my very few white friends. The white. When I would perform or whatever, he's like, yo, I noticed you jump. Like, you know when you're turning up and you're jumping to a beat, he's like, yo, I noticed that you jump on the up instead of the down beat. Like, I always jump on the down beat. So, like, when you'd be up in the air, he'd be on the ground. So, like, you'd be going different directions. But I'm like, why do you do that? He's like, I don't, like, that's just the pocket that they sit in the music. So it's, I don't know, it's weird.
But this is, you know why it's weird to me? And this is why it's weird to me. White people, majority, are the consumers of EDM, house, techno, all that type of music, right?
They can dance to that. Have you seen them do the
Shuffle and shit? Niggas know that. But this is the thing. They focus entirely, the entire focus of EDM and all this shit is what? The drop.
Yeah.
So how do you not know the drop? But
They
you know the up.
No, they know the drop, but it's
They don't-
what's after the drop. They like, what do you do after
Up until the drop, and then it's like, what? Okay, I'm just freestyling. I'm just doing whatever now.
No, really. Now that you say that, now take it in. When the drop is building, they're on beat. And then the beat drops, and then they're just like, they don't know what to do after.
And I need you more than my life.
It turns into anything,
Niggas just
bro.
start doing whatever. Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy. But does it feel like it took too long for this acknowledgement that you're getting right now? Obviously, the ice cream song is what kind of really set it off, but you had some viral shit
And I was
leading
talking about,
up to that.
Yeah, I was talking about this recently with TC. Is like, I think I have like still having like a slow burn type of effect, and I kind of, I'm not gonna say I prefer it because of course you want to pop off early, but like I was never like, I don't think I really at any point in time, even on the internet, or let's say just bring it down to the city, I've never really been the guy. I've just been the guy that people know is talented, you know?
Okay.
And I've had like my little spikes, like Raptor Foot was a spike, Link My Ting was a spike, the Jamaican remixes was a spike.
But when you
Recently,
say- when you say
Celine
the guy-
Dior was a spike. Like,
What do you
usually
mean?
there's a guy. If it's like someone who has their time, you know, if it's
Okay.
like Haha Davis,
Okay.
Desi, Drewski.
Do you want to be that though?
Rennie, Shiggy, even in Toronto, like Toronto guy Cody.
Do you want to be
y'all.
that though?
Not necessarily.
The guy always fizzles out.
Yeah, that's the
You don't
thing.
wanna be
That's
the
why I
guy.
like the slow burn. And when people say, "Oh, like I haven't seen you doing this or whatever," because it's like a lot of my content isn't really Toronto based. Like I'll throw one in here and there, but I intentionally from the beginning made sure to do like a broad spectrum of
Very
things.
global, yeah.
That I could do global. The first time I went to London in like 2018, I took more pictures in London than I've ever taken in Toronto.
Yeah.
Ever in my
Yeah.
life. And I did not expect that. I went to Mexico and people knew me in Mexico.
I see niggas talking about under the video that Gigs commented on and notes, and people were like, "Yo, this guy used to react to old grime videos back in the day."
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Because he was doing all that DMing.
probably because yo, but Nah, it's more of an authenticity thing. I think you want a slow burn. I don't think anybody that's ever not had a slow burn
long run
did something authentic. All those people did something that popped. They hated doing it. Stopped doing it. Didn't pop anymore.
Like Shiggy and all that.
Shiggy started realizing he was the jigaboo of the internet.
Yeah, he's like, bro, what am I?
And he just stopped. And
but the reason why,
but he was doing great shit before that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Shiggy
the comedy stuff, dumb funny.
He kind of just stopped.
And he kind of just stopped because the dancing shit was getting him the bread. And so now he's showing up to Nets games and fucking doing a Harlem Shake or whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't think you want to be the guy. The guy very rarely figures it out because it's too much pressure on him to be the guy that we expect you to be. If I go on your page now, and let's say you're the guy for the music stuff. If I go on your page and you have 3 other comedy videos that are not music stuff, and that's the first 3 I see, I'm just like, I'm not going to this guy's page anymore.
Yeah.
I've done it myself. Like where I'm on TikTok and I see somebody do something with like their dog or some shit. I'm just like, oh, more dog videos? Not one. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I fucking with this person for anymore? I want dog videos, nigga.
Yeah.
That's why I intentionally try to keep it. Like, I'll do what people like, but I like to sprinkle in different things so people don't try to box me into that.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like
that's why it's a slow burn, though.
Yeah, and that's why I can comfortably do, like, the music and entertainment thing. But, yeah, that's true. If I just decided today, yo, I'm only posting, like, rap videos on my page.
You'd be out of here.
I would
but for how long?
Sure. Exactly. And plus, I would just get tired of it.
Yeah.
And that's why I, even in general, do multiple things, because I can't. And that's why I drop so much, because I just can't do the same thing. Like, for
I get bored.
I get bored.
Yeah,
exactly.
I get very bored. Like, even that's why my YouTube suffered so much, because I wanted to do so much different types of shit.
And
And
YouTube
it doesn't
like
work
that.
like that.
YouTube don't like
does
that.
not like that.
YouTube wants niche.
Pick
TikTok
one
wants
thing,
niche.
stay there.
Yeah, exactly. So now I create different pages for shit. Like me and Bilal started a series on my YouTube, and I just made an own TikTok for it. I'm like, I'm not even posting this on my page, because then if this one Bilal video pops off and then they go to my page and see no Bilal, they're not following.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, they're just expecting one thing. So it's almost like if you are going to do multiple things and you want it to pop on the internet in its own separate way, you got to create separate entities for it.
Yeah,
That's just how I view it now. My
It's
TikTok,
true.
my YouTube, for me personally, always going to be whatever I want to do on there. You guys are not going to box me in. I don't care how viral I got to get. Like, you know, if I wanted to be viral, trust me.
It's not hard.
Ask this guy.
It's really not.
We can do
Like,
that
you can sell,
tomorrow.
You can quote unquote sell your soul and be viral
So easily.
bro. I could make a video tomorrow of me jumping in a puddle, squirming in some mud, and get
Facts.
3 million views. Like,
Exactly.
It's not about.
It's not about the views. It's about the respect for me. Like, you're gonna respect my talent however I choose to display it. And if I gotta keep doing my thing and get the slow burn, regardless, I'm gonna get my tribe eventually.
Yeah. So I'm fine with that. So like all the Shade Room stuff and GRM Daily stuff, like it's cool, and I'm definitely working. And especially now that like I got a little bit of the traction, I'm going even harder. But there's at no point will y'all see me like getting boxed into doing one thing. I just won't allow it to happen.
And if you continue to do other things, I think especially right now while you have a spotlight on you, one other thing could pop outside of the music, and now you're known for just not doing the music. You know what I mean? It's like all about how you set yourself up in the play. And yeah, you know, blogs, especially music blogs, they're going to probably gravitate towards that content because they know it's a numbers thing for a lot of companies. We saw the engagement on this is what we're going to go with. And they don't want to skew away from that unless they see something really fucking hot. You know what I mean? So it's always a difficult thing to navigate. But for me, I like a slow burn. I don't enjoy the fast acceleration. I've seen what it does. I've seen how it affects people as well. Yeah. People who pop off of one thing and then can't do something else are in torture. I'm going to tell you guys that right now because they put on a front for the internet. We know them. They hate it.
And also, I think it just has to do with, like, I don't know, because it's like creators, you know it, and everyone knows it. I think why certain people, like, just like us as people, or even when you're doing shows and stuff, people, I know you get it too, where people be like, wow, like, you're so nice, or thank you for being so considerate.
Bro.
I'm like, fam, like
The bar is in
everybody not
hell
like
for
this?
creators, bro.
I
because
remember I was hosting something and people were like, yeah, here, you could have your own green room here and you could talk to us. I'm like, bro, I want to be with everybody else. Like, what do you mean you're stashing me in a green room?
And this is what I think Jay-Z was talking about when he says that you don't change, people around you change,
sure.
right? Because it's a perception of you and it's a projection. It's what people
For
would
sure.
do if they were you.
Oh, you're
so
so
if
famous
if
that
I
you
was this
can't-
nigga, I would never speak to nobody. I speak to people when I feel like it, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And for some people, yeah, when they blow up, that's exactly what they want. But for a majority of people I know, they're trying to compensate for that in terms of like, I don't want to, I remember I used to, even if I thought I was a shit, I'd be on some like fake humble shit. Just because I don't want people to think of me as like less of a person. Even if I am feeling myself that day, you're not going to treat me differently and then create this new perception of who I am.
Or people will use that narrative to try to get off their grievances with you. They'll be like, oh, so you're famous now and you have clout, so you can't answer nobody. It's like, I never used to answer you same ways before, but now you're
Never
trying to say
changed.
I'm doing it because of this. Like, that's not
Ain't
true.
nobody ever want to talk to you.
Yeah, like,
People don't like seeing you winning, brother.
like, wow, bro. That's why. What do you think about like leaving to level up? Because I'm not even gonna lie, I'm about ready to leave.
I don't think you need to leave to level up. What was your
No,
shit
I'm
that
ready
had?
to.
I'm
What
ready
was
to leave.
what was your stuff that? Well, okay, I'll say this:
I feel
leaving
like
to level up obviously can work. I don't think you need to leave to level up. I think you need to leave sometimes.
Yeah,
You
I
know
don't
what I
mean
mean?
like
Not like-
permanently, but I
Yeah.
mean like go
In order
away for a
to
little
grow,
bit.
you have to collaborate.
Yeah.
And you have to explore. You have to get outside of your box, your bubble, your demographic, your following, all
But
that shit.
That's as a person, not even like a content creator
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are just dependent on being in their comfort zone in their home
Mm-hmm.
with their friends, with their family, with like doing the same thing over and over again. So I always encourage people to leave a little just so you can get these other life experiences and meet other people, because you don't know what will come from it. Like, you meet so many people just being out and about. Like, you can meet them on the plane, you can
Yep.
meet them at the grocery store, you can meet them wherever, right?
Life could change anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm about ready
But
to
I
just-
definitely don't think that.
She's the ambassador of get out of here. She got out of here before a
I'm
lot
about
of
to-
us.
Yeah.
LA, Atlanta, maybe a 1 month here, 1 month.
She set the
there,
trend
like,
for our age group of getting out of here. Everybody's like, oh, Alicia doing it out there. She doing it big. Okay, I can do it.
Yeah, everybody thinks they can do it too. And it's like,
Then
it's
they
not
come
like
back
that.
home with the tail between their legs. That's my favorite part.
For
Or they
real.
try to start about, oh, you guys are still there? Huh, sucks.
What are you doing
see
though?
Let me see. Let me
Niggas
see a
ain't
living
even getting
room.
paid,
Let me see a
okay?
living room.
Like, you left,
Living room got a lawn chair and a TV on the
you
floor.
left here to go to Atlanta to like still
To
be
struggle.
a waiter.
To struggle.
Same ways. Like,
Not
struggle.
even. Well, maybe a waiter, because they're gonna have to get paid under the table.
Facts.
None of this shit's legal. Like, these niggas just be leaving to not legally work,
that's crazy.
Listen, if you're
just to say that
destined,
they're over there.
if you're
But it's like,
talented, I don't think it matters where you are, man. Like,
I just
We
need
have a
change
decent-
I just
I
need a
think
change of scenery.
we
for
have
a little
a
bit.
decent like landscape for you to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe we don't have the LA, the Atlantas, New York, whatever, but we have a decent enough one. And because of the internet, like, anything's possible. So it's not like you have to leave and be like, okay, I'm gonna like move away. If you want to go away for a couple months, sure, go away for a little bit, like experience some new things, and then, you know, get back to your normal life and whatnot. And
That's what's low key been kind of changing my mind about LA. Because when I was younger, I was like, yo, I'm moving to LA 100%
Me too.
for sure, and that's it.
yep.
Now I'm like, yeah, I still want to go to LA, but I don't know if I like necessarily
Wanna
want to
stay.
stay. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'll go for an extended period
That's
of
me
time,
right now, bro.
but I don't know if I want to stay.
I've been
LA.
I've been in LA for a month and a half. Was my longest trip. An amazing month and a half.
I
But
remember when you went.
if I stay longer, I don't know if it stays amazing. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
plus, I think for creators and entertainment, we always felt like LA was the only place.
yeah.
Now it's kind of not like that. Man's in
Nah.
Atlanta, people are in Miami, people are
New
in
York.
Houston, New York. Like
New York is my number one. Like,
my one,
if I could move anywhere, It would be New York.
My one gripe with New York is the weather is too similar to here. Like I want to go somewhere where the weather is different. I don't like the cold.
I say that, but I like the benefits of winter, of like being cooped up in the house. I like staying home. Like you can't go anywhere because it's snowing. It's cold. Like whatever reasons I can use to stay home, fucking love it. So that aspect of winter, I like nighttime. Nighttime for me, getting ideas and working is just like, I don't know what it is about nighttime. I'm way better at nighttime than I am in the day. So you're getting earlier nights. I fuck with that too. Christmas looks like Christmas. I fuck with that. You know what I mean?
You don't want to be on the beach on
I don't
Christmas.
want LA Christmas. Yuck.
That's kind of weird. That's
yuck. You know what I mean? But I do think that a lot of people think you could just move to these places and just grind your way up. You're starting even farther back than you think when you
need to
move
be
somewhere
strategic
else.
with it.
Yeah,
You have to have a plan.
have to have a plan, people and things set in place.
I never move somewhere just like, oh, let me just wake up and vibe.
That is the episode title. Wake up and vibe.
And you know nobody, like even like LA. From when I was young, I specifically like started tapping in with people from LA to build a network there. So when I visit, I had people that I know. And like if I ever was to go there, I'm not going there wide-eyed and blind. And now I'm walking through Crenshaw and Slauson with a
blue and red
with the Astros hat on for the Hoovers. Like,
well, one thing I will say is that a lot of people will be attracted to a city because they're like, oh my gosh, it's so fun when I go there to visit.
Yeah,
and like you meet, but like you meet these people online, and they're like, yeah, come, and you're out there, whatever, and you're having fun, and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna move there. And then you move there, and it's like niggas don't care about you like that anymore.
You were fun because you were the moment.
Because you came and you visited, but like when you're there all the time, their life still goes on. Like they don't have the time to cater to you and make sure that like they're introducing you to all these different people in their circles. Like all of that shit. It's not the case. Like I've gone. When I visited places and then moved there, it's like a different experience. You know, you do have a couple of people, if you can build genuine friendships with them, that are like, nah, I'm going to fuck with you and we're going everywhere. But then there's other people who are like, oh, I'll see you when you're out. Like
a lot of people that move to these places have main character syndrome, man. They really think the world revolves around them and everything will gravitate towards them because I'm here now. Yeah. It's not how life works. People, like you said, people have lives. People have their own problems and shit they got to work out. But yeah, like especially for a place like LA, I wouldn't even say New York as much. There's so much to do in New York. It doesn't matter if you know people or not. But in LA specifically, I don't know how people go there not knowing nobody.
Yeah, LA is like you need to know people.
I don't. What do you guys?
If you want to have a certain experience,
if
you want to have like a regular ass person experience,
shit,
like
you gotta
go to the mall and like find regular friends and like hang on the beach.
I'm going to LACMA today.
Hollywood sign and all that.
LACMA's not there anymore. I don't think.
What do you mean?
They took it down.
The museum?
Like the polls.
No, they're still there. I seen somebody take pictures there the other day.
Oh, okay. I thought they got rid of them.
But yeah,
if you want like an elite experience or you think you're going to go to all the industry events and like celebs' houses and all these mansion parties and shit like that, I know for sure you got to know some people.
Listen, LACMA is actually the perfect place for you to go to get a rude awakening. You go to that little square of lamps, and you thought was a field of lamps. And you're just like, this ain't shit.
That's how I think
my bedroom in Toronto's bigger.
I think that's people's perception of Hollywood too, and the Walk of Fame, bro. The Walk of People. If you have never been to LA,
if you want to go down Hollywood Boulevard, you're on your fucking own.
The Walk of Fame stinks. It's nasty. There's
number stinky superhero ass niggas
all over the place.
Fucking hookers at 3 o'clock in the day.
Batman, like
Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, nigga. The fuck y'all doing?
People. But that's why I like LA, because a lot of people say LA's fake and all that, but that's like, if you're in that industry type of life. But I feel like if you know like real LA natives and you do like regular things, like, you'll definitely have a completely different experience.
Have the time of your life. Have the time of your life.
It's super fun. Yeah, I was there for Juneteenth. That Juneteenth was lit.
That must have been crazy.
There was a festival at Leimert Park. It looked like Caravana.
Dog, I'm telling you. And that's regular.
Yeah, and
that's
you walk
regular.
through friggin' Kalani's pouring shots of Henny in people's mouths. Hit Boy's over there chilling. Jadena's with his girlfriend dancing over there. Like,
and
was
it's
fun.
regular out there, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I remember going to just kickbacks at people's houses and the people that would just show up. I'm like, God damn. Because you don't realize, you forget how much famous people actually live out there. Like, the number of people that you're bound to know someone that knows someone.
Or you just bump into people.
Yeah, or you just bump into people.
As soon as I went to LA, checked in the hotel, Jacques walks out the elevator. But I'm like,
They came out.
Why are you staying? Like, he was Gucci down with his 3 bodyguards, but I was like, wait a second. Why are you staying? This is a Best Western.
It's Jacques. He's not. He's not doing the greatest right now. Where do you? He was short too. Where you come up? Your navel?
He's definitely like 5'2".
Yeah, no, he's a
a
tiny
little
dude.
midget.
He looks so funny when he dances.
Little man.
Little man is back.
It's hilarious when people keep saying that it's Quavo. Like when they post videos of him dancing.
Quavo wildin'.
That's fun.
That's yo. Jacques kills me. I went to his show in Toronto, and that nigga danced the whole show. You got choreography the whole show. Whenever you got choreography for an entirety of anything, you are ass. That's my first rule.
No,
if you got
Chris
choreography,
Brown, Beyonce.
Chris Brown has entire half an hour sections of his concerts where he's singing up there by himself.
That is true.
And if anything, dancing by himself. And he's freestyling. It's not like a choreographed thing. He's just like feeling it and just fucking doing his whole
You
shit.
see, even the dancers behind him are like, oh,
like, you know what I mean? But when you're, when you got these like Bia's performance, for example, on the BET Awards,
where she was sitting on the couch.
they set her up for failure, but she's also not the strongest performer. You know what I mean? And you kind of saw that because she had choreographed dancers the entire time. And that's just a perception, I think, of female MCs as a whole, is that they're not good performers. Like, Lil' Kim's the only person I've seen that really goes on stage sometimes. And even her now, mad choreographers.
Yeah, a lot of choreography.
Lil' Kim, that dance?
That dance is fucking amazing. I don't care. I love how she leans into it. She doesn't, like, shy away. She doesn't be ashamed. That's her Mary J. Blige.
But I think also a lot of people aren't good performers because, like, a lot of artists, like, will just pop off really quickly and have like no artist development.
They don't.
Now it's like Coachella for your first show.
There's a lot. There's
Look at Pressa.
So many friggin' artists who are just like, all right, we're just gonna throw you into this and whatever. Like, they don't have media training. They don't have like anything.
Nothing.
But it's like, it's because they have to just live in that
Trial by
moment and
fire.
try to like get everything possible.
Yeah,
so
no. Pressa is probably the finest example of that. This nigga's first show was a stadium.
Like, that's crazy.
What is your life? His first shows are a stadium tour with the biggest artists in the world.
That is, bro.
Who's he on
my
tour with?
heart.
Drake brought him on tour twice.
Oh, okay.
It was like in London
Then-
too or something.
London, he was all over the world, nigga. It's that Boy Meets World tour or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
That
That's
nigga was
ridiculous.
That's your first shows, and people were getting at him and making fun of him. Like, what do you expect? The nigga didn't start off in bars. Like, what do you like?
Yeah,
You're throwing him on a
never
stage
done
in front of thousands of people. He doesn't even know what these in-air shits do.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of them don't. I remember the last OVO Fest that there was. What was that? 2019? 2019? Yeah.
yeah.
We're Megan Thee Stallion and stuff like that. A lot of these artists were not using the shits because they were off so much.
They fuck it
Megan,
up.
the baby, like so many other people.
Those
like,
are the
put
number
the
one
shit in
things,
your
though.
ear so you can rap on beat, please.
Those are the number one things, though, that mess up live performances. I've seen in my experience, because you'll see an artist midway through just fucking dash the shit out their air and just start
But
going.
they weren't using them, and they were all off. It's not like they were using them and they were on key. They all off. They were not using them
and they were all off. Yeah. You got to be a vet to do that, because if you can, if you're experienced enough to hear that it's not working or it's off, then you got to stay in that pocket of wherever it left you off at.
And that's hard.
And stay in that pocket the whole song. And just because when you're on stage, you're hearing something completely different
It's like
from what people are hearing.
It's like half a
in the
second
audience.
earlier.
Little
or later.
delay. Yeah. And it depends on the size of the show, too. If it's a big festival outdoors or one inside, it can make the world of a difference. So it's yeah, those in-airs, I don't know how by now we don't have just consistent, well-working in-ear, whatever, what do they call them? Monitors, in-ear monitors. Yeah, that makes no sense to me. But now it's like, to be a great artist, I feel is almost, if you want to be an artist, it's way easier now in terms of performance because you just get auto-tune mic.
Yeah, you get auto-tune, or you can even, like, they're just playing the song and you're just ad-libbing over the song. You're not even really...
so bad.
A lot of rappers are rapping
majority.
like dancehall artists. You know how dancehall artists will come out, step out on me, block, and then he just... Me not take back chat that. And then they don't rap. Like, dancehall artists don't even sing the whole song. They'll sing like the first 2 lines and then, yo, dash that.
But you guys don't think that like ruins the quality of the performance? Because like if you guys watch Versus with Jadakiss, he was rapping without his like lyrics underneath.
KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane, same thing.
You know what I mean? And you just felt it so much better. But then you hear these people who come on and they just say the 1-2 line or whatever.
Which
and
is most of the hood rappers. They're saying a couple lines.
Yeah.
Well, you got to understand. First of all, there's a number of things that come into play. These rappers these days are not rapping entire verses; they're punching in.
Yeah.
So they sit down in the studio for 4 hours. Punching 16 bars in 4 hours. Like, they're smoking, drinking, talking to things. Go in 2 bars.
1 bar.
Come out, smoke it. And that's how they create now. And so when it comes time to perform, I never had to do this whole thing in one swing.
Even the flows, because a lot of the flows, like, the lines are like overlapping each other. So
Bro.
It's like,
you can always tell the difference.
You can't do that, like, live. It's impossible.
It's crazy. You can always tell the difference in caliber of artists when they create music because you can see if it translates easily into a performance. If it's something like what you're saying where the bars are overlapping each other, there's no way you thought you could pull this off. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's no way you even thought of the performance aspect of this song. So it's like, it's so much different shit that goes into that these guys these days don't have to deal with. That makes their performance 10 times weaker. You know what I mean? They don't have to care about breath control. These guys are not on treadmills running and spitting their bars to practice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's little shit. Beyonce is still running on treadmills and singing. Lady Gaga running on treadmills and singing. Okay? And making sure, trying to get it perfect while running on a treadmill.
And that, yeah.
And then when you get on stage, it's like you're taking off a weighted vest. Like, it's 10 times easier.
All that stuff is crazy, especially like now, like me making music and stuff. Just like you get like a different appreciation. It's like if you play basketball and watch. You ever been watching a ball game or like you remember when Kyrie did that pump fake.
The half spin.
The half spin.
Oh, God.
And you're looking at people like, yo, did you see? And they're like, oh, that's cool. You're like, no, you don't understand.
You don't know what core strength it takes. You know how strong your stomach has to be to stop halfway and then keep going? Like, it's...
Yeah, it's like, yo, you don't understand what that takes. So, like, certain artists, if they do, like, a certain run or a certain pocket, you're like, yo, that was crazy. You guys don't even understand... Like
to this day, when I see Busta Rhymes perform, it still blows my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, you are 50-something, 40-something years old. Even when you wrote it, the first time I was like, he can't do that. And you're still doing it.
Or even like Twista and how fast that
nigga can go.
Oh,
that nigga is a beast. Twista is a beast. That nigga is constantly in fast forward. Like, constantly.
How does your mind even process like that? Like,
to this day, I don't know how I know
been
slow
out
jams.
For how long? And every time Kanye say, "Oh, you want me to speed it up for you? Here's my friend."
And then I know someone who can. Get in the Marvin Luther. I'm like, okay. I know like little pieces of the bars that make me look like I know the whole shit.
But and that's crazy because you be knowing all the lyrics.
And I be knowing all the lyrics. Fucking. So how long does it take you to put these songs together?
Not long at all.
Especially because they're so short, right?
Yeah, if we're talking just... Because mostly what I'll do is I'll make the video, like the YouTube video, 30, 45 seconds. Sorry, Instagram video or whatever. And then based off the reception, then I'll go make the whole thing. So even like the ice cream wine, that was literally just 45 seconds. of a
But
song.
you say that, but
And
realistically, how long did it take to put together?
Probably like no,
you see what I'm saying? But
Not
no,
long.
I
Probably
want people
like-
to get that difference of
Okay.
you're
But
seeing him
also-
put out a song that's less than a minute long.
Yeah.
But I know it took you way more than a minute to make it.
But I think it comes with practice though, because now it generally doesn't take me that long.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
If it's say that one probably took me like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it's not long. The beat was already made. It's different if I have to make the beat as well. If
Exactly.
I have to make the beat,
That's what I was
and
thinking. Yeah.
write the song and shoot the video, it's definitely hours. It's definitely hours
exactly.
for a 45-second clip.
Exports,
Yeah,
imports,
for
all
sure,
that.
for sure. Especially if I'm like green screening and then making sure the lighting is right,
man.
all that type of
They
stuff.
have no
It's
idea.
definitely hours. People think you could just like
A 1 minute video
look at
can
1,
take
2.
8 hours
for sure.
easily. Yeah. No.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely takes. I'm trying to think, or sometimes it could take you. Okay, say the Celine Dior one. When I did that, I made the video. It probably took like an hour or
Which
so.
one I would say is the first one to pop.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about the ice cream one, but I'm like, Celine Dior is kind of where it went crazy.
And when you think about that was last month. That wasn't
that long ago.
That was
Yeah.
last month. So, I think I dropped it on like a Friday. By Saturday, it was bubbling. I hit TC and my cousins probably Saturday night. We filmed the video at my cousin's studio Saturday night. I stayed up all night Saturday night editing the music video, put the music video out on Sunday. Like, usually for a song to a music video, even though it wasn't like a super big budget music video, like that would take people weeks, months.
Yep.
Like, nah, I just did that like quick, stayed up for like 6 hours.
Because you knew.
Yeah. Like
You
I
knew.
just understand timing. Like,
Yeah. But
it's
there's
hot
some
right
things that
now.
you create that you just know, though. Like, you're just like, there's something
But-
different about this one. Like,
Yeah, I do, but sometimes I don't, because I just feel like I like to keep the things that I do to a certain standard. So to me, everything is fire.
Yeah.
It's just whichever one catches.
Whichever
like the
one
Celine
catches.
Dior, that was my third like sampling random song. So that wasn't the first one. So I thought the first one was good. I thought the second one was good.
Yeah.
It just so happened that the
third
third
one
one was
popped
the
off.
one that people liked.
But I think that you need
But you
those.
do know, like,
you need those, like, baby steps. Because I don't think ice cream goes off if Celine Dior didn't go off.
yeah, no, it
You know what I
doesn't,
mean?
For sure.
People are accustomed to you in that setting. The 3-person setup now.
Yeah.
The producer, dancer, artist.
Yo, and let me not put the where's the guy that goes through the door? Bro, I was tired. I didn't want to do that today.
Yeah. They don't
my
care if you're
God.
even doing the same dance. They don't give a fuck. They just want to see the guy come in.
Yeah, like, bro. I was like,
Sorry, I
bro,
was
like,
saying it.
I'm tired today. I don't want to do that, but you have to do it because that's what the audience wants.
Well, at least it's not just that. You know what I mean? Because then you become a caricature.
yeah. But then also, it's like what I tweeted before, and I saw you like favorite it, where it's like after a while, I started to notice that like black creators get held to such a high standard that other people aren't held to. Like,
Black
there's
people
this,
in general.
yeah, facts, but especially in entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, there's this guy on Instagram, this old white guy who sings songs in his car, like does
I
like
went on my
karaoke
rants.
versions.
I did my rants
in
about
his
this.
car, and he's been doing it for years. If you look on his page, every single thumbnail is the same because he sits in the same spot in the car and just sings different songs. People eat it up. He has like 4 million followers.
I remember when he did the Roddy Ricch box one, and everyone's just yo, and I'm just like,
That, bro. But then it's like, let you do like when I was doing the
expect it from you, nigger.
Exactly.
when I was doing
You know all the songs.
a lie. When I was doing the Pooh Shiesty videos and people really liked those, I think I probably did like 5, maybe 6, and people were like, I don't know, man. It's like it's cool, but it's starting to get old. Like, I need you to switch it up. I'm like, fam, it's been like 2 weeks.
We need some new shit. We need some new flavor, my boy.
This man's been doing this for 5 years, every day in the same spot.
And it's the same.
But I have to switch it up now.
Dog,
You
I'm
know what?
telling you.
All right, cool. You got it.
It's very interesting because that's a case study in and of itself. White people think we lesser than them, but realistically, they have the Spud Webb effect on anything they do. They're looked at as the tiniest in the gym, and if they do something, just a normal dunk, oh!
Facts.
But we gotta do fucking windmills through the legs, 360, all types of shit, because we're tall.
Facts. Let there be a white person that actually knows how to dance. He's at the cookout.
This nigga just need to do the whoa, and they're like, this nigga's at the cookout.
Facts. But you know people that are crazy, and you're like, oh yeah, like that's.
I complained about
them.
this.
Like,
I went on a whole rant on a podcast, I think, before. Yes. Of talking about this because of that, specifically that old man in the fucking car, and just seeing the reaction to little white girls doing dances that I see little black girls killing and not getting nearly just because she's white and she does an azantu, she's out of here. She's doing shows now, really? Like,
yeah, that's
it's just crazy to me, bro. It's crazy, and then the white approval that some black people seek. See a white boy do something that's like a part of their song, or like they do a dance well to one of their songs. Now the white boy's in the video. When there's millions of black kids doing whole choreography to the shit.
My gosh.
And
it don't matter. Like,
nope.
Fam, I'm not even gonna lie. And I stay very appreciative for everything and everything that goes on.
Uh-oh, hold on.
I just have one question for the powers that be is after Raptor Foot, why was I not on a float? The song is playing at the parade.
I don't think they knew who sang it, brother. By then it just took on a life of itself.
But you know what's crazy about that too? I wasn't here for any of it. People were like, yo, this was going crazy. I was on a trip emceeing. I was in the Bahamas.
The breakout tour, the breakaway tour. Yeah.
I was in the Bahamas and I'm getting emails. CBC wants to interview me. CB24, Breakfast Television wants you to come into the studio. And I'm like, oh my God.
Damn.
What a time.
I was so vexed. But my mom was like, yo, like, I'll fly you back. Like, I'll pay for you to fly. I'm like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
man.
no.
There will be more. Yeah, there's going to be more. Like, this
No.
isn't the pinnacle. It's
Yeah, no,
fine.
I would have been pissed if you said you flew back.
No.
Because these niggas aren't giving you no money.
Exactly.
For none of these interviews.
Nah,
They might put it at the back of the plate, back of the newspaper. Like, you never know.
Facts. It's just like a little blog thing, and then that's it. But still, same ways, I'm appreciative for everybody that reached out and, ray-tay-tay.
Everything happens for a reason.
If it was
man.
during COVID, they would have just did it on Zoom. So they should have thought of that before.
But you know what's crazy?
Should've got COVID.
Changed.
Should've got the vid,
there was
boy.
no COVID back then.
There was. You just didn't know where to find it.
We just didn't know about it. But yeah, at that point in time, because I was asking them, I was like, we can't do like a phone thing. They're like, oh, we don't have the technology to...
We don't have iPhones. So
They
sorry.
had to figure it out real quick.
The only one I did was CBC. I did that one over
They used their rotary
FaceTime. But the rest of them, I'm like, how are you not able? Like, you don't have this technology? How is that possible?
I'm picturing niggas with that phone that goes like this.
existing. Fucking Skype.
Facts. That's hilarious.
The CBC said we ain't got no fucking Skype, nigga. Skype got no budget. We just fired David Suzuki, nigga. Peter Masbridge just got fired, nigga. We can't afford that shit.
Skype.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I don't know why it's so funny.
Like
We do not have the capacity.
bro, they looked at me like I was crazy when I was like, yo, like, we can't do it over the phone.
I'm crying.
They're like, how am I supposed to get the screen from the phone to the television?
Can we get you to come in? Can I just do it here?
I hate...
I called you to set it up, but they're like, yeah, we can't do a call. I'm so sorry.
In every aspect of life, I hate that. Like, meetings that could have been phone calls. Why did I travel all the way downtown to meet with you for 10 minutes?
I hate
you
it.
could have called me.
I hate it.
I ain't gonna do it.
You could have wrote it down.
Facts.
I ask people now. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, what are we meeting for? Mm-hmm. Tell me what it is we're meeting for, and I can figure out if I can transition this to an email or just a FaceTime or something. Because I'm not about to show up 45 minutes away for something you could have just told me.
Facts.
You could have texted this, my nigga. It would have been fine. Like, I think sometimes when people invite me to stuff like that, I'm like, you think I'm slow? You think I just don't know shit? Because the way you're explaining, like, the way some people explain concepts, especially in a meeting, like, realistically, I have to be slow for you to think that we had to do all this.
I feel you. Or they'll be like, so do you have any questions about that? You're like, nah. They're like, are you sure? Like, do you want me to? I'm like, no, I get it.
I get it.
It's cool. Like, we're good.
But it makes me feel weird sometimes when I don't have questions.
It's like they
I
want
need
you to have questions. Yeah.
I'm
making
like,
some stuff up.
I'm like, all right, cool.
What's the weather gonna be like that day? Do you know? I can prepare for that, like a sweater. Like, what am I supposed to say here? Yeah, no. People are not used to people who easily grasp concepts or ideas.
Yeah, it's not like grasping concepts should not.
What
be
did we
that
learn
hard,
today? We don't expect
especially-
much from white people, and we can't grasp concepts.
Can't grasp concepts. And it's surprising how like, cause like, is everybody just slow? Cause I remember
Most people I meet,
bro. Cause I remember like years ago, like I had to go do some headshots at some photo place, and the lady's like, "Yo, you take instructions very well. If I tell you to turn your head a little bit, you do it. Some people will like." I'm like, "How? You said little, so I did little."
A little.
yo,
Not all the way.
man, I knew that I was gonna have a tough time in life if I kept caring about that shit, because I have this thing where I get like a very, I don't know, it's like a feeling that arises from my innermost part of my soul when someone asks me a question that was just said. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna put that over there. You're gonna put that over there? What am I supposed to say right now? Like,
Yes.
duh. Yes, we're putting it right. Little things like that I can't, because if someone tells me you're putting it over there, done. It's there. There it is. For other people, it's realistically like I have to confirm first before I do this. So you don't like, I don't know. What are you expecting if you don't put it over there and I notice? Is something gonna happen? Am I gonna shoot you? Just put it over there and see what happens. Nice. Yo, it's crazy to me, man. People need to have more confidence in themselves, I find. I think a lot of people have to, like, because everyone I meet has the skills that I get frustrated with. They all have the skills, the know-how to get these things. That's why people get frustrated. If someone was dumb and couldn't do it, you'd never be mad at them because you're like, you're dumb. I get it. You know what I mean? But it's people that fucking get it that I gotta constantly explain things to. It's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, or people that just don't like realize their own abilities.
You're very
I hate
passionate
that
about
too.
that.
I hate it. Alicia, I told you it comes from the innermost part of my soul. I hate it so much because realistic, like you said, it's people that really do know better that want to be literally hand walked and spoon fed. Mm-hmm. And I've never been that type. I wasn't raised that way. Like, my mom kind of made me figure things out for the most part. Mm-hmm. And that made me, I feel like a better person instead of someone just constantly micromanaging. That's one thing I think that's why I hated retail or like working for someone so much, is because they're so used to micromanaging so many other people that they felt they needed to do it with me. And it's just annoying to me because I'm the type of person, especially if I'm doing a job, I'll do a little bit more and I'll show some initiative because whatever you just gave me to do was simple enough or I got it done earlier.
They don't like
I'm not
that.
just going to sit there and just fucking, what do I do next? Like, waiting for you to give me instruction. I can kind of figure things out. And I think majority of people can figure things out. They just don't want to.
But they don't like that. And that's why I hated retail, because it's like, being at retail is almost like living in a Caribbean household. They hate seeing you doing nothing or relaxing. It's like
What are you in here doing?
I did everything already. Yeah, but and then they start scanning. The sock. You didn't fold the sock.
Dog, I used to picture my mom's
crazy.
eyes like Terminator, just scanning the room. Boop, boop, boop.
You couldn't wash the toilet. You got painting at a sink.
Dog, trust me.
I saw a tweet recently where this woman who's like grown, lives on her own, she's like, she always feels like she's unproductive or lazy on the weekends when she wants to sleep in past 9 o'clock, right?
Me.
And
Yeah.
and she was just like, I feel like we're just conditioned from when we were young that we were never allowed to sleep in because it was like, oh, you got to wake up and help me do chores. Like, you have to help me clean. You have to go to church on Sunday. You have to go, like, we have to go do groceries, whatever. So we're always conditioned that we can't just chill out. Because, like, realistically, how much shit do you really have to do on the weekends? You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
That's what yo.
Like, sleep the fuck in. If you're tired, sleep in.
That is my girlfriend. It's like she gets an itch, like that she can't scratch until it's done. Until it's done. She needs to, I need to do it now. And if it doesn't get done now, it's going to be, everything's ruined. Everything's ruined. That was my mom growing up. And that's what kind of taught me, like, because I'd leave things on purpose. Just be like, all right, let's see what happens. I just want to see what happens. I was that kid. And nothing would happen but me having to do it at a later time. What's the difference? I'm like, especially in the house, my girl will make the bed at 8 p.m. The bed was not made the whole day.
Okay.
She will make it at 8 p.m. to get in bed at 10 p.m. I'm like, are you sick?
I don't know. I don't know if that makes me a weird person, but one chore, that's little
one
task, making the bed,
Yeah.
I never got the concept.
Oh, you've never got the concept.
I'm the only person coming in this room majority of the time. I'm going back into the bed eventually, and it's going to get... Who am I making the bed
This is the
for?
thing. But they're training you for when you have your own place. And because that's what a lot of things you don't realize until you get your own place that your parents were trying to, like, teach you. But they don't tell it to you that way. They kind of make it seem like this is how life is going to be forever, starting now.
But
like,
I understand that.
No, this is how life's going to be when I get my place and people are going to come over maybe potentially, or something might happen to me on the street and someone has to come to my house.
But I understand that for, like,
but if I live
public
at home,
areas.
If I live at home and something happens to me on the road, there are other people who live in my home. They don't need to show people my room. like, what's the point of that?
Who's going to come into my room and be like, wow, this bed is so messy.
So this is how we got into the car accident.
Bro, the making the bed thing was never mine.
I make my bed every, like...
I don't think I've
during
ever made
pregnancy,
my bed.
I've been kind of lazy because I'm like, oh, I'm going to go back to bed. But other than that, I will make my bed.
That's the problem with working from home. I think that's why I've never really gotten the concept when I was younger, because I've been self-employed for so long that I'm constantly, my room is my office / my room. So it's like, why am I making the bed? I can jump in and out anytime I want.
It's something about it though, like even if I'm just home, I just have to make it.
You know what it is?
It just makes it feel more together, especially if my house is messy and I'm just like not in that state to like really tidy up. At least I knew I made the bed and that thing is done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
that makes me feel good because like, for me, I know when I get into like depressive moods that it's like, oh, I don't want to clean.
Need little
pick me
pick-me-ups.
You know what I mean? So if I can make the bed, at least I did something.
Your brain loves seeing you complete a task. And so they always say making the bed at the start of the day
is the first
thing you should do, because it'll encourage you to get other things done. And I noticed that definitely was true. For me, it was more so like, yo, if I get arrested and they come home, my bed's not made, I look like a worse person. If my bed's made and I'm on road, I get arrested, they come home, this nigga make his bed, he don't do nothing wrong. Come on. I look softer by default. Or I look like a serial killer. Depends on what I did. But yes, thank you so much for coming through. What time is it? 9:05? Yeah, about time. About time to start wrapping it up.
Me.
We obviously love what you're doing. I obviously love it. It's like seeing a son grow up. It's just.
Aww.
I mean, I don't know if it's maybe like a cousin. Or
He
like
hates
a
when I
little
say
brother.
son. He hates it. I've been saying this for years. You my son.
We could find a different.
You know I'm your
term.
daddy, right?
We could find a different term, but I get the
Marlon.
premise.
I missed that. What was that from again? Fighting Temptations? I think it was Mike Epps in Fighting Temptations. You guys ever see that movie? With Cuba Gooding and Beyonce? No?
Yes.
You should
They're
watch
young,
it. Go watch it
remember?
now. Yo, Fighting Temptations is crack. That movie is so good. Mike Epps, anytime he sees any baby in the town, he goes, "You know I'm your daddy, right?" Any black baby in the town.
That used to be me when I was a kid. Every time I seen a black guy, I'd yell, "Daddy!"
Oh, nah, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked.
Daddy!
Imagine you like walking with your shorty or something. You have to be like, ever since I was born to this earth, I have never slept with any woman before. I am purely virgin.
Yo,
My mom said she used to get embarrassed.
Yeah. Oh my God! Of course,
That's happened to me. Like a kid's called me daddy. I'm like, I'm sorry, little boy.
If a kid calls me, I'm like, "Oh, your mommy be fucking every nigga."
It's not me.
Your mama got the whole block at the house. You can't even tell me apart. But thank you.
Or
Obviously,
your dad just not around.
Oh,
that was my case.
I mean, what dad?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming through, man. Always
Thank
love
you.
it. Always appreciate it. Tell people where they can find you.
On all socials, IamTresor, IamTresor. On everything, basically.
Literally everything.
Literally everything that you can think of, I'm there.
Snapchat, Pornhub, OnlyFans, Fan Central,
Kick, Vine,
Make
MSN
vids,
Messenger.
yeah, many vids.
What's
Never
many?
mind. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in another week. I'm Marlon,
And I'm Alicia.
and that was the Extra Gravy. Skr, skr, bam, 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 bam.